and I have a lot of respect for him to make that decision. Not easy decision to make when you're that close and it's right in front of you. But I'm glad that he did it his way, the way that he wanted to do it.
I listened to Spencer Carberry's post-game comments after Friday night's game, and he had said it was predetermined, like, well in advance that he didn't want it to be an empty netter, but because of the circumstances, and it would have been a hat trick in front of home ice, he went up. That's what the conversation was on the bench. He's like, I just want to double check to make sure. Are you sure in this moment you want to change your mind? And he's like, nope, I don't want it. And so because I think if it was like, if he went into a game like today, where that's the Islanders, he just needed one goal, I would understand that. Okay, no, you don't want the one goal to come to an empty netter. But because of how special Friday night was, Spencer was like, you sure you don't want to change your mind?
Yeah, and I really think that Spencer Carberry is an excellent young coach.
Yeah.
The right fit for the Washington Capitals. The players love him. And I give him a lot of respect to recognize that moment and to talk to him. And you know, in my mind, Ovechkin deserves that opportunity to do it his way. And as you say, Spencer Carberry, the head coach of Washington, goes over, talks to him. I give a lot of credit for Carberry to, like, it's not my decision. It's going to be your decision. How you want to score this goal is going to be your decision. Now, if there was something more on the line, as far as like a playoff positioning, and they're still trying to chase down Winnipeg, and that's an opportunity there. But, you know, there's not a lot at stake for them,
right?
And but again, if they're like if they're at the bottom of the position, and maybe they were fighting for a playoff spot, might have been a whole different scenario. But I like the way it worked out. Happy for Ovechkin that it didn't last any longer. First game, power play, why not?
I was going to say it. I'm glad he got it done today too, because you wouldn't have wanted it to drag out, and then it loses the momentum that, you know, all the casual fans are starting to tune in, and because he was on a goal streak,
Gretzky would get tired following him around.
Gretzky'd be like, all right, enough.
And the commissioner and everybody else who was following him around. I mean, they did a really nice presentation ceremony after he scored the goal, but you know, for the New York Islanders, they needed to win that game. So that is a major distraction that went on for, 25 minutes?
Yeah.
I mean, that was a big break in the action. So if the New York Islanders end up coming out and they're flat and they lose that game, you know, that could be the difference between them getting in and not getting in. So they had to win that game, a lot on the line. So you give the Islanders a lot of credit to understand the big picture, the magnitude of what just happened, and glad that they actually won the game.
Right. All right, so Hawks play one legend on Friday night, Alex Ovechkin. They're going to see another one tonight.
Who's that?
Sidney Crosby. Evgeny Malkin. You could throw a lot of names up there, but Crosby, a couple weeks ago, he surpassed Wayne Gretzky's 20 consecutive point-per-game seasons. Gretzky was 19. Crosby now has 20. What Ovi and Sid are doing at their respective ages, I mean, you have to admire, just as a hockey fan, what they've delivered to the game for so long, and they still have not tailed off yet.
Yeah, I mean, Ovechkin, you know, I don't know how much he trains in the offseason.
All right, well, his offseason training is tailed off.
But he's always been that way. He's a big guy. He's about 235 pounds. And for him, for him at that size, not to break down at some point, and for Sidney Crosby, who, you know, works out extremely hard, and then both of those guys' careers, you know, kind of mirrored one another. I mean, it's always been Crosby and Ovechkin. You know, incredible matchup with those two guys, the way that they've been so successful at such an elite level for so long. That is so hard to do, and it's focusing on every time that you're playing in a game, and what you need to do in between games. And you know, it doesn't come easy. It is hard. It is really hard to kind of put those numbers together and have the type of careers that they have. The longevity of what they have had here in the NHL is really incredible, and a testament to both of those players and how much they've committed to their games to be at that elite level for so long.
And they're such different players, too. They play completely different styles of hockey. The goal scorer of Alex Ovechkin and Crosby, the two-way complete center.
Yeah, I mean, Crosby's gone almost 1,700 points in his career, and 622 of those are goals. But he's a different player. And, Ovechkin's a pure goal scorer. He's not so much as a playmaker, but he can make plays, obviously. But they are different players. Ovechkin's a winger. He's got maybe the best one-timer in the history of the NHL from the left wing side there. Everybody talks about it as his office. Sidney Crosby has a more rounded out game. And as a center, he's got to take the face-offs. Ovechkin's never been a penalty killer. And I think that when he looked at Gretzky, he had 70-some shorthanded goals, and Ovechkin had 5.
Yeah.
Because he didn't kill penalties.
Right.
Sidney Crosby is a penalty killer. He's a power play guy. He's the guy out there for the face-off at the key moment. So, his game is a little bit, as you say, different than Ovechkin. But you got to give, tip your hat to both of these guys, the way that they've just lasted throughout their careers at such an amazingly high level. That is not easy. Some players can have some great years. I had one good year. The rest of them were average at best. But when you look at these guys, and like we talk about Connor Bedard, every game that Ovechkin and Crosby have played in the NHL, they've been the focus of the opposition team. Same like it was when Wayne Gretzky was playing. But when you think of the focus on those guys, every single game, every single shift, make sure you're aware of when Ovechkin's on the ice. Make sure you're aware of when Sidney Crosby's on the ice. They've had no easy games.
Right.
And, it's not like they just kind of cruise through their careers. They've just been amazing. And Connor Bedard is going to have to face that same thing throughout his entire career.
Yep.
And, how do you adjust to that? All the great players in hockey, have had that focus on them, which is it's something special and says a lot about those players, how good they are, and how they've just fought through all that throughout their years.
All right, the Blackhawks are going to look to slap a 5-game winless skid against Sidney Crosby and the Pittsburgh Penguins. That's going to do it for the FanDuel Sportsbook Chicago Blackhawks pregame show. John and Troy have the call coming up next on 720 WGN.
The Blackhawks, Wildcats, and the NFL play here on AM 720. On smart speakers, say play WGN Chicago. WGN.
What do the Blackhawks and United Airlines have in common? The next generation has arrived, and the future looks bright. New planes are joining the United Airlines fleet every week, decked out with Bluetooth connectivity, screens and power at every seat, and bigger overhead bins to fit everyone's carry-on. Book your next trip on the United app or United.com today. United Airlines, proud to be the official airline of the Chicago Blackhawks.
Whether it's a plumbing emergency or just a simple repair like a clogged toilet, Plumbers 911 is your source for the best licensed plumbers. Every plumber has background checks, insurance, and 10,000 hours of training. When you call 1-833-PLUM-911, you'll be connected with one of Chicagoland's most trusted contractors, like Sherman Mechanical Incorporated in Cary. Wherever you are, a Plumbers 911 contractor is always close by. Call 1-833-PLUM-911. Plumbers 911, where they do it right the first time. The Lake Geneva region is the Midwest's premier golf destination, where you'll find an array of award-winning courses with breathtaking views, stunning landscapes, crystal clear lakes, and rolling fairways. Enjoy challenging courses for all abilities and skill levels from beginners to scratch players. Lake Geneva is the destination to play and stay. Treat yourself to an all-inclusive golf getaway with luxurious lodging, distinctive dining, and a relaxing spa. Plan a group golf outing, a corporate event, or a weekend getaway with friends and family. Lake Geneva has the pros to help you plan a memorable golf experience. And there's no such thing as a rainout, with indoor golf simulators featuring courses from around the globe. So grab your clubs and go. Check out visitlakegeneva.com today for course information and more. That's visitlakegeneva.com. Lake Geneva, it's always been the place for legendary golf.
Hi, I'm Ken Mariotti with Woodland Windows and Doors. Elevate your home this summer with Marvin Ultrex fiberglass windows from Woodland Windows and Doors, a trusted installer since 1969. Our expert installers ensure top-notch service. Plus, for a limited time, enjoy 10% off installation. Don't miss out. Upgrade your windows with Marvin for lasting beauty and energy efficiency. Visit woodlandwindows.com. That's woodlandwindows.com.
For breaking legal news on the hottest issues, tune into Legal Face Off on WGNradio.com, hosted by Rich Lenkoff and Tina Martini, and brought to you by McCorkle Litigation Services.
Blackhawks hockey.
Galloping in behind the net, shot from Mazur, he scores! There's Bedard from the slot, shoots, he scores! Slider hustling to a loose puck in front of the Panther net, backhand, he scores! Mastro shoots, he scores! Ethan Del Mastro's first National Hockey League goal. The kids are right.
It's hockey time. Chicago Blackhawks hockey starts now. Welcome the Chicago Blackhawks radio broadcast team, Troy Murray and John Whiteman.
Chicago Blackhawks return to the United Center ice for the penultimate home game of their season, and they take on Sid the Kid and the reconfigured Penguins in the first of back-to-back meetings. And after keeping Ovi from the goal-scoring record in Washington, D.C., these useful Blackhawks will try to bounce back with a sweep of the game today against the Penguins and the one in Pittsburgh on Tuesday night. Hi again, everyone. John Whiteman along with Troy Murray and Charlie Remiliotis. I want to welcome you here into our broadcast, the Blackhawks and the Pittsburgh Penguins. And Troy, I guess if you're looking for some kind of motivation in this game, if you're the Blackhawks, you're playing a team that didn't make the playoffs in the Pittsburgh Penguins. They're probably looking for some kind of motivation as well. To me, it's right in front of you. It's going to be like a 2-game series. Let's treat this like a playoff series and make it entertaining, not only for the fans, but to show the management on both sides what we're capable of. Those are my thoughts as we enter this game here today.
Well, I'm not, too concerned about what Pittsburgh's doing. They still believe, and they're not eliminated from the playoffs, so they're just going to fight to the bitter end until they're out of the playoffs. They are going to miss it for the third straight year, though. There's just no way that they're going to find a way to get into the playoffs. But they still have that remote hope. For the Blackhawks, these young guys who are getting an opportunity to audition themselves in front of the fans here at the United Center, the management, the coaching staff. So they've got a lot at stake. I mean, it's kind of funny that you're waiting until this point of the season to play a team for the first time, and it's the only time or the last time in the NHL that two teams actually have faced each other. So they play tonight and then on Tuesday night in Pittsburgh. So an opportunity again for these young players to show the coaching staff, the management, that they belong and where the fit is maybe next year. So they got a lot at stake.
All right. Who's going to deliver? Sponsored by Mitsubishi Electric Heating and Air Conditioning. Electric heat pumps for a better environment inside and out. Visit getacomfyhome.com. I'm going to go with Oliver Moore. I just think that with the 2 assists he got against Washington the other night in D.C. in a game that had some pressure to it, I like his game. I like what he's been doing. I'm going to pick him to score his first National Hockey League goal here today. He just inked a new contract, so maybe on the heels of that, he'll step up in a big way. Keys for today's game are sponsored by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. And as always, Troy has your keys.
Thanks, John. The first key is the effort. You got to have the effort. You don't want to just ride out the rest of the season. Individually look in the mirror, play with that effort. Second key is the structure. You still want to work with these young guys, working on what they need to do in all zones, all areas. And the third key is you got to hold the line against the Penguins. This is a team that likes to score off the rush. They challenge you. Don't sit back and let them come in. Challenge them right at the blue line.
They played a really good game the other night in Dallas and beat a very good team, the Stars, 5-3. Sidney Crosby had a hat trick in that one. All right, Troy, who are you banking on today? Sponsored by Marquette Bank. Love where you bank, celebrating 80 years of neighborhood banking.
Well, I'm going to go with Lucas Reichel in this one. An unfortunate situation in Washington where he slept in, missed a team meeting. They had to pull him out of the lineup, but he's back in here tonight, and I think that he's going to respond the right way.
All right, I like it. All right, we're going to set it down to ice level here momentarily as today's presentation of our national anthem is proudly sponsored by Omega Plumbing. a proud partner of Plumbers 911. And for the anthem, as we always do, we hand it off to the great Jim Cornelison, standing on the red carpet that extends out from the penalty boxes, along with some very special guests from our military. Hawks fans, please enjoy our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed, and the twilight's last gleaming, whose cross stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. For the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ringing to the bursting air, came through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? For the land of the free and the home of
Doesn't get any better than Jim Cornelison with our Star-Spangled Banner. All right, here are today's starting lineups, sponsored by the Mid-America Carpenters Regional Council. Strong alone, unstoppable together. For the Pittsburgh Penguins, it's going to be Alex Nedeljkovic. 3-1-1 in his career against the Chicago Blackhawks. He had a goal and an assist in a game for the Penguins earlier this season. At defense for the Pens are Matt Grzelcyk and Chris Letang. Up front from left to right, Rutger McGroarty will start at left wing, centering the Pens' opening line. Their captain, Sidney Crosby, starting at the right wing, Brian Rust. For the Blackhawks, it's Spencer Knight back in goal. 1-0-1 in his career against the Pittsburgh Penguins. At defense are Sam Renzel and Alex Vlasic. Up front from left to right, Ryan Donato will start at left wing. Centering the Hawks' opening line is going to be Connor Bedard. And starting at the right wing is Ilya Mikheyev. Referees this afternoon are Grady Hamilton and Chris Schlenker. Handling the lines, Ryan Daisy and Ben O'Quinn. First of two meetings between these two teams in the span of 3 days. Set to begin. Down to center ice we go. And Bedard wins this draw against Sidney Crosby. It's the first time he's done it in his career. Last year in Pittsburgh, he lost the opening draw to Crosby to start his NHL career. Now inside the Pittsburgh zone, McGroarty spins the puck on the right wing. Letang over the hot line, put it in front for Rust, and he deflects a shot and on goal. Kicked out of there by Nick. Follow-up shot from the left circle by McGroarty is over the net and around the glass. Here's Bedard through center, over the Penguin line, left wing. Put it over right circle. Donato fires. Nedeljkovic down with a save with the pads. And Crosby will snap the puck up the left wing side and all the way down. We get icing here to Pittsburgh. No score in the game, 33 seconds in.
Not quite sure that that's what the coaches of both of these teams wanted to see happen this first half a minute. Couple good scoring opportunities for the Penguins. Real good chance there for Donato. A 3-on-2 that developed. So some good scoring opportunities early on here.
Yeah, I got an idea. Let's trade chances early on. What do you think?
Yeah.
I
don't know if you want to do that with Crosby and Malkin, but you might get away with it.
Yeah. From the draw in the Penguin zone, the Hawks get control of the puck. Connor Murphy from the right point spins the puck down behind the net, around into the near corner. Chris Letang, longtime great defenseman for the Penguins, clears down ice to the Hawk blue line. Here's Teuvo Teravainen at center ice. Hands it off to Murphy over the Pens line. He snaps one in for the top of the right circle over the net. Frank Nazar along the left side boards. He had a goal in D.C. He had the puck stripped off his stick. Ricard Raquel into the Hawk zone left wing side. Put the puck in front of the Hawk net. It was intended for Malkin. Bounced out of the corner to Raquel, and from the right circle fired a shot that goes wide. Along the left side boards, Raquel to Malkin in the slot. Pumps a one-timer on goal. Pad save made by Knight. Backing up in the high slot, Erik Karlsson, long wrist shot into a pile. It's stopped, and the loose puck to the far boards, poked out to center ice by Murphy. Pens have to regroup. Karlsson at the Pittsburgh line. Lead pass ahead to the Hawk line. This was into the skates of Billy Koivunen. Hawks take the puck back instead. Oliver Moore into the Pittsburgh zone to the left wing corner. Tried to make a play with a puck there, had it stripped away. Koivunen then put it back to the corner. And Ryan Shea gave a bump to Moore. The puck comes out to center ice, and back to get it, Artem Levshin off of the Hawks. Put the puck over to Landon Slaggert. He enters the Penguin zone down the right wing. Squeezes through a check along the far boards. Put the puck in behind the net. Shea will guide it into the far corner. Ryan Graves there. And he'll move it ahead now to center ice. Here's Shea on the attack over the Hawk line down the right wing. Shea to the corner. And he shoved off the puck nicely there with a great defensive play by Wyatt Kaiser of the Hawks. Hawks clear their end. Here's a quick pass to Moore to the Penguin line. Steps across and crisscrosses with Kurashev in the process. And the play is whistled down on an offside. No score, 17:41 left in period number one.
A real good pace, though, to start this game from both teams. The Penguins played in Dallas yesterday. Strong effort for them to win 5-3 over the Dallas Stars in a big game for the Stars.
Now, as I mentioned, Crosby had a hat trick in that game. He's got 5 goals in his last 4.
Yeah, had 4 points in that game. My goodness.
Now back inside the Pittsburgh zone. Kevin Hayes, former Blackhawk first-round pick, spins the puck ahead to Letang Hawk blue line. He swept the puck into the Hawk zone, picked off by Nick Foligno. To Joe Veleno into the Penguin zone along the right sideboards. Veleno playing his 300th game. Murphy at the right point now. Snaps it down behind the Penguin net up the near side. Connor Dewar had the puck, lost it, but Kevin Hayes will take it and spins it off the right boards and down. And again, we're going to get icing here to the Pens. So no score, 17:03 left in period number one. Faceoff comes down circle to Nedeljkovic's left. Try saying that 3 times real fast.
All reviews in tonight's game are sponsored by Northwestern Medicine, with more nationally ranked specialties than any other hospital in Illinois. By U.S. News and World Report, the teams at Northwestern Medicine offer second opinions for the toughest condition. Offensive zone face-off. Hayes against Bedard. This line change sponsored by Gilkey Windows, the best line of fiberglass windows and doors.
Just going to say Hayes, a big guy from Boston, goes about 235 pounds. He's all of that, 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah, he has struggled, though, this season. He's been a healthy scratch during the season. They just expect more out of somebody who's got the size that he does, but doesn't play a very aggressive game.
Now McGroarty in the left wing corner Hawk zone. Tried to turn instead of a puck, picked off by Mikheyev, and he lost it to Karlsson high slot. Drop pass Crosby, top of the left circle. Then Mikheyev strips it away. And he'll lead the charge through center ice over the Penguin line to the top of the right circle. Holds the puck. Gave it to Bedard high slot. Bedard now moving into the deep slot. Will fling it toward the net, and it goes just wide. You had Ryan Donato crowding the crease. Penguins clear their end. Karlsson to center ice in the right wing. Sends Bran Rust in over the Hawk line down the left wing side, and he put a puck in front of the Hawk net that Crosby redirected with his skate on goal. Kicked out of there by Knight, and the Hawks get control. Teams and line changes. Alex Vlasic with the puck behind the Hawk net. Little handoff there to Connor Bedard coming by. Bedard skates it to the blue line, hands it off to Levshunov. Head to Teravainen over the Penguin line. To Bertuzzi along the right boards. To Levshunov right point to Kaiser left point. He'll swing it down in behind, actually to the left wing corner Penguin zone. And it's grabbed there by Shea, who sends it over to Raquel, and he'll put the puck down to the Hawk blue line. Artem Levshunov backing into the Hawk zone to get the puck. And made a pass up the right side that misses Frank Nazar standing at the Penguin blue line. This goes all the way down, and icing is the call. Faceoff comes down to the Hawk zone, and this will be in the circle to Spencer Knight's right.
All of tonight's Blackhawks insurance goals are sponsored by GetCoveredIllinois.gov. Find out if you qualify for a special enrollment period through the ACA Marketplace.
Nazar against Malkin. Malkin wins this draw decisively. Left point, Letang put it over to Koivunen in the near circle. He's bumped off the puck and down to the ice by Kaiser, who gets 2 for his money. Oh, then he got a stick up in the face of Koivunen. No penalty is called, however. And then the Hawks misplay the puck as Nazar loses the puck down in on Knight. But Knight guides it up the right side to center ice. Bertuzzi, front of the Penguin bench, who will lift the puck down into the Pens end. Penguins get it back. Letang to center ice, flings a pass down the boards into the Hawk zone. It was a set play. Noel Achari beat all the Hawks to the dots, negating the icing. Blake Lizotte left corner. Put it out to the left point, and Carlson sends it over to the right point to Letang. He'll flip the puck into the right wing corner. Blake Lizotte, ex of the LA Kings, put it behind the net. Noel Achari, Providence College product. Moving it to the left point. Carlson sends it right point. Letang, he'll fire, and it's down to block it. In front of the net, it looked like it was Connor Murphy. Puck spun down ice into the Penguin zone here. Slagger to the net will move in and fire, and a chest save made by Nedeljkovic. And Erik Karlsson will grab the puck, twist away from pressure, and then stop in front of his crease and hold it as the Pens complete a line change.
Hawks have 2 shots on goal. The Penguins have 3, and the Hawks have had 2 really good scoring opportunities from those shots.
Now Sam Rinzel with a lead pass for Joe Valeno. Hit his skate, deflects down to the Penguin blue line. Connor Timmins sent it back up ice into the Hawk zone off a deflection. Rinzel in the far corner. Put a pass up the right wing to Nick Foligno. Hawk captain will move down to the corner Hawk end, then spin it up the left wing side to Vlasic. Then over the Penguin line to Reichel. From the left point, he sends it to the right point. And Foligno will turn and fire. That was blocked in front by Shea. Shea behind his net. Passing up the slot. Kevin Hayes there. Sends it off the near glass down into the Hawk zone. And now it's picked up by Rinzel between the circles. You have no score, and now pass by Rinzel to Foligno over the Penguin line. Tried to jump past a check from Carlson, could not. Puck taken away by the Pens and sent across on the near side by Matt Grzelcyk. Then sent down ice into the Hawk zone by Crosby. Left wing corner, McGrody has it, tried to send to the puck. Picked off by Donato of the Hawks, and he'll send it off the boards deep into the Penguin zone. Nedeljkovic came out of his net to swing the puck around up the near side to Carlson. Head to center ice, Crosby to McGrody over the Hawk line to Rust in the left circle. Great defensive play made there by Artem Levshunov. Hawks take the puck back. Here's Levshunov between the circles. Lead pass now to Bedard. Penguin line bounces off his stick, but Ilya Mikheyev took it back for the Hawks. To Donato, he's over the Penguin line, and from the left wing circle fires one over the net. In the right wing corner, Donato took the puck away, put it in front of Mikheyev. He shoots Nedeljkovic down with a butterfly save. Donato got the puck right corner, put it out to Murphy, right point. Swings it left point, Kevin Korchinski. He sent it down the left wing boards, past Bedard, in behind the Penguin net, away to the right wing half boards, and Mikheyev had his stick pulled off the puck. Pens come out of their end. Led by Malkin to Raquel over the Hawk line. To Malkin, bottom of the right wing circle. Sent it in front of the net, doubling back was Bedard to break that up, but the puck taken back by the Pens. Then Koivunen turned it over. Bertuzzi flips the puck out to the point, held in at the right point by Letang, and then he sent it down the boards, and Connor Bedard will flip it across the rink into the Hawk zone. Connor Murphy flings the puck in front of the Hawk net. Korchinski will send it out now to center ice to Teravainen, back to Korchinski. He sent it ahead for Nazar. Penguin line broken up by the Pens. There's Koivunen breaking down the slot. Hawk zone. He was bothered from behind by Korchinski, who lifted Koivunen's stick. The puck flung through the air into the glove of Knight. Now the puck turned over again inside the Hawk zone. Nazar's got it to center ice. He had it stripped away by Koivunen from in front of the benches. He flings it across the rink into the Hawk zone to Blake Lizotte along the right boards. Put a pass back to the point. This misses Shea. There's a race to the puck. Nazar to it along the left boards. Penguin zone. Backhands it in front of the net, and it never got through. Puck picked off by Shea. Pens get the puck and clear therein. Blake Lizotte through center ice. Crossing the Hawk blue line. Had it poke checked off his stick by Alex Vlasic. Pens get control of the puck at their blue line. Shea with a lead pass now for Danton Heinen. The Hawk blue line just deflects off his stick and down behind the Hawk net, and Sam Rinzel's got the puck there. Hawks regroup. Nice little deke by Rinzel to get past Kevin Hayes and move it ahead over the Penguin line, left wing to Moore. He fires a shot. This deflects up into the protective netting and out of play.
Boy, how smooth does Sam Rinzel look out there. He just nonchalantly just held the puck as a Penguins player went by him and led the rush up the ice. Well done.
Looks like an artist putting paint on a canvas painting. All right, 11:13 left in period number 1. Hawks and Penguins no score as Alexander Ovechkin is saluted here at the United Center on the video board. We'll be back after this. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more too. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more too. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more too. Hey!
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, imported by William Grant & Sons, Inc.
With the enhanced engine performance and fuel economy of newly reformulated Tri-Clean gas from Citgo, you're good to go. But good to go where? Exotic bird shopping? To your Tuesday night bowling league?
Woo! That's a turkeys.
Good to go try your luck at bingo.
G32. Bingo!
Good to go to a lumberjack competition.
I'm going to move my car.
New top-tier Tri-Clean gas from Citgo, the most advanced fuel we've ever made. Now you're good to go.
At Hyundai, peace of mind comes from quality you can count on. That's why Hyundai vehicles offer advanced safety features to help you stay safer on the road, which led to Hyundai having 9 2024 IIHS top safety picks this year. Peace of mind. Visit your nearest Hyundai dealer today. Hyundai, there's joy in every journey.
Right now, get 3.99% APR for 72 months on the Hyundai Tucson. Offers end April 30th. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Hey Hawks fans, this is Connor Bedard. Let's get back to John and Troy on 720 WGN.
For every Blackhawks goal, Marquette Bank is donating $80 to a local charity to celebrate 80 years of neighborhood banking and giving back to the community. 11:13 to go here. Connor Bedard's line is out on the ice, taking a lot of the offensive zone face-off. Donato is going to step in to take this draw against Sidney Crosby. Head-to-head matchup here between the Hawks' top offensive line and Sidney Crosby and his crew.
Sidney Crosby, a Nova Scotia native, wins this draw. Penguins clear therein, and now the puck is sent down by Grzelcyk. He was on the Penguin side of the center ice red stripe. Icing is the call again.
You know, you look at Crosby, hat trick and assist, +3 in that game yesterday against Dallas, a 12-game point streak. We talked about that already. 14th career regular season hat trick for Sidney Crosby, and he's at 50% in the faceoffs. I mean, Sid the Kid does it all.
No question about that. And for the young hockey players out there, he's one of those guys that doesn't have a ton of curve on his stick blade. He seems to do okay. He's scored better than a point a game on average for 20 straight seasons, eclipsing the great one, Wayne Gretzky, in that department as well. Obviously, there were some seasons where Crosby was a little banged up and didn't play the full 82, but nonetheless, every single season he played, he had at least a point a game or better. Back inside the Hawk zone, Connor Bedard along the right boards. Passing to Vlasic, Hawk line to Rinzel. He's over the Penguin line, hands it off to Mikheyev down the right wing. Turning in the circle, he'll feed the high slot. Then Rinzel pumps one in from the top of the left circle. That's into the glove of Nedeljkovic, and he'll hold on. Face-off circle to his right.
Well, I'm just amazed when I'm watching Rinzel. I mean, he read the play there. Connor Bedard had the puck along the right wing boards just inside their own end of the ice. He feeds it over Vlasic, and Rinzel reads that play so well that he jumps up right in the middle of the ice, and nobody's expecting the defenseman to jump up there, and he just went flying past everybody. And a great little feed on the back end over to the right wing side there, and then back to Vlasic. And then Rinzel set himself up for a one-timer and got a really good shot in on Nedeljkovic.
He did it from Ovi's office.
Yeah, I mean, wow. I mean, incredible hockey sense and speed, smoothness out there.
Now Blake Lizotte in front of the Hawks bench. Dumps the puck down to the inboards. Hawk zone. Wyatt Kaiser in to get it. Was rammed into the boards there by Noel Achari. Jansen Hyman in the corner. Put it out to the left point. Connor Timmins a long shot. Blocked in front by Kaiser. Loose puck snapped out of there by Levshunov. And the Hawks are on the attack. Foligno to center ice. Left wing side. Hands it back now to Kaiser. Back to Foligno. Over the Penguin blue line. He snaps one off the inboards. Foligno grabs it in the right wing corner. Flips it behind the net, around to the left half boards. Kaiser on the puck to the top of the left circle. Reichel fed the slot. Foligno turns and fires, and he just missed the net. Erik Karlsson to the puck along the right side boards. Penguin zone. He'll hold it there as the Pens are once again in a line change. Hands it off to Timmins through center ice, then to Malkin over the Hawk line down the right wing, where he's met by Murphy in the far corner and shoved into the glass off the puck. Murphy to the puck far corner. Being tied up there by Malkin. Puck lays behind the Hawk net. Nazar put it around to the near side where the Pens get the puck back. Ryan Shea along the right side boards. Put it out to Ville Koivunen at the right point. Still looking for his first NHL goal. Former Chicago Wolf. Koivunen now behind the Hawk net. Jams it into the crease. And Malkin tried to put it on goal. Kicked out of there by Knight. Here's a shot from Shea from the top of the right circle. Deflects wide and in behind the net. And the Hawks get control. Bertuzzi will skate the puck to center ice. Flips it over to Nazar on the right wing side. He didn't clear the center ice red stripe, but icing will be waived as Bertuzzi, in a good battle in the far corner Penguin zone, nearly stripped the puck away. Pens get it back, however, then give it back. Oliver Moore darting in over the Penguin line down the right wing. He got by Graves and then is bumped by Graves behind the net. Puck comes free in the left wing corner. Landon Slaggert there, put it left point Korchinski. He sent it down to Oliver Moore. He's got the puck in the left wing corner. Was knocked off his feet, but Korchinski held the zone. Snapping one in for the left point. Pad save made by Nedeljkovic. Kevin Hayes will flip it off the near glass and down to the Hawk blue line, and Korchinski doubling back to take it away. Kurashev between the circles. Now Renzel through center ice over the Penguin line on the right wing. Tried to snap a pass in front. This deflects instead to the left wing corner. Connor Dewar of the Penguins there. Ex of the Minnesota Wild. Battling there with Oliver Moore. Puck comes free behind the Penguin net, and Grzelcyk will grab it next to the Boston Bruins. Here's Matt Grzelcyk now top of the far circle Penguin zone. Dropping it between the circles, Letang. Then back to Grzelcyk. He'll skate the puck to center ice on the left wing. And from in front of the benches, unloads it down behind the Hawk net. Spencer Knight whacks it off the near glass, not out. Puck held in at the right point by Letang. Put it down the boards, picked off by the Hawks. And now Kurashev will clear the puck up the left wing to center ice to Bedard, who backhands it down along the near boards. Penguin zone. Puck turned over. Donato got it left point. To Levshunov, racing down the left wing in behind the net, where he's angled into the end glass there by Carlson. And Carlson will steal the puck and carry back up ice. Carlson to Crosby over the Hawk line left wing to the trailer. Rust high slot. Got a shot away, but it was blocked. And the Hawks are back the other way. 3-on-3, led by Bedard over the Penguin line. Left point, behind the back pass, now to the left wing corner. Makheyev's got it there. Took it behind the net. Fed it right circle. Bedard. A toe drag and a shot goes through the crease and wide. Vlasic in the left wing corner. Kept the puck there, and now Makheyev, left wing half boards. Got it to Bedard. Firing from the slot. It's off the end of the glove of Nedeljkovic. Makheyev tried to get a second pass in there, but it was picked up by McGroarty of the Penguins, who clears down ice. Quick pass by Vlasic into the Penguin zone. Bedard left circle. Toe drag and a shot goes over the net. Murphy at the right point. Spins it back down behind the Penguin net. Heinen clears it around up the far side, and Ryan Graves will send the puck to the Hawks blue line. Nick Foligno there. Here's Foligno back in the Hawk zone between the circles. Hands the puck over to Murphy along the right boards to Veleno Hawk line. He'll track back into the Hawk zone and give the puck off now to Kaiser. Back to Veleno through center. To the Penguin blue line. He bats it down to the right wing corner. Ryan Graves of the Penguins then took it away and pokes the puck behind his net into the near corner. Nick Foligno took it back for the Hawks. Sweeps it behind the net. Murphy right wing corner. Murphy with the puck now. Fed it out in front for Veleno. Comes by to the left point to Kaiser. Down to Murphy, right left circle. Pumps it in on goal. Pad save by Nedeljkovic. Puck cleared by Foligno to the right point. Kaiser back to Foligno along the right sideboards. Fed it into the slot. Veleno's got it. Put it on goal. Kicked out of there by Nedeljkovic. Reichel to the puck behind the net. Put it to the deep slot. Kaiser to Reichel. Now top of the right circle. Leaving it there for Murphy. Sent it through off the left corner boards. Kaiser there. He dodges a body laying down beside the Penguin net. That's Ryan Graves. Kaiser took it back to the corner and then was angled off the puck by Lizotte. Heinen will clear the puck down ice into the Hawk zone. Murphy back to get it. The teams make line changes.
Yeah, a couple of real good shifts back-to-back here for the Hawks. Pushing the Pens back on their heels inside their own end of the ice. Well done.
Murphy behind the Hawk net, stepping out. Takes a pass up the right wing glass to center ice. It bounces to Nazar, Penguin line. He was going to pull it into the Penguin zone. Hawks nearly guilty of too many men on the ice.
Yeah, easily could have been called.
Now the puck turned over at the Hawk line. It was in the skates of Bertuzzi. Penguins get it. Letang right point. Moving through the high slot to the top of the left circle. Drops the puck in the left wing corner. Grzelcyk is there for the Pens. Sent it behind his net. Raquel along the right boards will flip it back in behind the Hawk net. And Alex Vlasic will pick up the puck and skate it out. Vlasic to Bertuzzi. He had a goal in D.C. He's over the Penguin line to the left wing corner and then was muscled off the puck, and Raquel will take it away, send it over. And in the far corner, Malkin will hand the puck ahead. Ricard Raquel through center ice over the Hawk line down the right wing side. Rammed into the glass by Vlasic, but spins the puck behind the net up the far sideboards. And Malkin clears it down to the Penguin blue line. Connor Timmins is there. Over to Carlson along the right boards. Penguin zone. Then to Hayes over the center ice circle. Back to Timmins. To the Hawk blue line on the left wing side. to Una Kapanen. Kapanen put the puck now in front of the net, and Kevin Hayes shanks a shot that goes wide. Here's Kurashev with a lead pass now to the Penguin line for Schlaggert, who spins and flips the puck down behind the net. And Carlson will now play it ahead up the right wing side to Hayes at center ice. He strokes it down the boards into the Hawk zone. Kupanen in the far corner, battling there with Connor Murphy. And Connor Dewar on the scene as well for Pittsburgh. Murphy pulls the puck out. Korchinski from behind the Hawk net steps out, whips a pass up the middle of the ice. I believe it was intended for Kurashev, but it misses, and icing is the call against the Hawks.
Boy, 3:39 to go here. We've only had one TV timeout so far. It's been moving along here. It's only 5:31 local time. I mean, this first period has just flown by. If you're late getting here, you've missed a lot so far. Nothing on the scoreboard, but some really good opportunities, some good play by the Hawks.
Well, the Penguins get control off the draw. McGroarty, top of the right circle. He's an interesting story. Came over from the Winnipeg Jets in an exchange of first-round picks that were, I believe, 14th overall, year apart. Now from the left circle, the puck shot across to the right point. Grzelcyk there. Down to Crosby along the right side boards. He'll track back to the point. Hand it off on the right wing side. Letang shot the puck in front of the Hawk net. This deflects up off the glass. Rust along the left boards. Send it back behind the Hawk net around to the right wing side boards. Letang will flip the puck back in behind the net to Rust. He was hit, knocked down. Oliver Moore clears it around, but not out. Crosby at the right point. Sticks the puck diagonally off the left corner boards. Penguin zone, or Hawk zone, excuse me. Penguins get control. Rust will spin it around and it ends up at center ice. Letang's got the puck back into the Hawk end. To Rust over the Hawk line. Now to Letang, bottom of the right circle. A tough angle shot. Pad save by Knight. Puck flipped to the right point to Shea. Sends it now high slot. Lazat over in the bottom of the left circle to Rust. He'll pound one behind the net and wide. And Shea at the right point. Put it down to the right half boards. Heinen. Put it back for Shea. This deflects to center ice. Achari kicks the puck into the Hawk zone on a delayed offside, but the Hawks get the puck back. 2:18 left in period number one. No score in the game. Glad to have you along on this beautiful day. As Connor Bedard had the puck at the Penguin line, turned it over. Achari back through center ice over the Hawk line, down the right wing. Slips it down toward the net, hit the side of the net. And behind the net, the puck taken by Danton Heinen. Around to Ryan Graves along the left boards. Want it back in behind. Carlson put it out to the right point to Achari. Here's Noel Achari backing up a long wrist shot. That goes wide to the net. Went through a couple of bodies. Loose puck to the near sideboards. Ilya Mikheyev's got it. Tried to clear the puck out. It bounces free. Lazat's got a break to the high slot and fires, and that goes over the net off a deflection. Hits the glass. Hawks getting a little clumsy on their management of the puck.
Yeah, Levshunov hasn't quite figured out where his game is at right now. He just kind of lost that puck in the middle of the slot area and then drifted away from it. Got to find a little bit more structure to his game.
Bedard holds the puck left wing boards, Penguin zone, flings it into the high slot over the stick of Rinzel, and it banks back to center ice. And Rinzel's now got the puck back in the Hawk zone. Evgeny Malkin giving chase. Rinzel hands it off on the left wing side. Kaiser back to Rinzel over the center ice circle. Slings the puck off the right corner boards, Penguin zone. And tumbles behind the net into the near corner where Carlson will lift the puck down ice in the Hawk zone. And the Hawks will get it back and regroup. Rinzel then passing to Nazar at center. He kicks it down ice and into the near corner Penguin zone. We get a whistle for icing against the Hawks. We're down to 47 seconds left in period number one of a scoreless hockey game.
And it's just cruising by here.
Yeah. One TV timeout.
And another icing call here. Charlie, you're going to have some work to do during the intermission to figure out your remaining spots that have to get in.
I was going to say, we're going to have
to work it out at the board.
We got the best in the business working back at the station, Krista Flores, so we're always in good hands whenever Krista works. Back inside the Penguin zone, Nedeljkovic way out of his net, plays the puck ahead to Grzelcyk. To Letang, Penguin line. Rink wide pass for Crosby into the Hawk zone right point. Hits the trailer. Grzelcyk moving in. He'll fire from the top of the left circle. That goes wide. Follow-up shot by Crosby from the right circle. And a pad save made by Knight. Kaiser in the near corner. Wedged off his stick. Russ got the puck. Put it in front. Slapped out of there. Rutz got it back. Crosby behind the net. Tried to jam it off a Knight and have it go back into the Hawk net. And instead, the puck deflects up the slot. Nazar grabs it. He'll flip it slowly down the boards, deep into the Penguin zone, and that's how the period will end. So 20 minutes are in the books here at the United Center. No score, Hawks and Penguins. Penguins outshot the Hawks in the frame 9-6. And an awful lot of action, very few whistles, as we've already said a number of times. But anyway, it was a good rapid period of hockey. The teams traded chances.
Really fast.
You didn't get a lot of chance to talk, did you?
No, that's a good thing. No. But it was a wide open period, and some sloppy play defensively, but some really good efforts. I think offensively from both teams, setting up some really good opportunities. The Blackhawks had some really quality looks.
Yeah.
And Nedeljkovic and Spencer Knight stopped all 10 shots that he faced. Who's got the best backhand in the NHL?
Who do I think has the best backhand?
Yep.
87.
Yep.
And
the last shot on goal there for the Penguins, that was a backhand shot, and that was a hard shot.
Yep.
I mean, Sidney Crosby, as you mentioned, kind of a straight blade compared to a lot of the players in the NHL, and he has that ability.
I think he's done okay. I mean, over 1,000 games played, over 1,000 points. I think he's done okay with it. Martin Messier had a very straight stick plate. I saw it up in Edmonton, and just the toe of it was just bent, and he made out okay too. Your old friend. All right, let's go downstairs and let's join our guests. We're happy to be joined by Joe Veleno. And Joe, congratulations on making it to 300 NHL games. I mean, that's quite an accomplishment. When you start playing in this league, I think a lot of guys would just like to play in one game as hard as they work, but you've played to 300. What's the feeling?
Yeah, it's great. I feel like it goes by pretty quick, although I'm still fairly young, but I was happy. Obviously it's a good accomplishment, but just too many more. I want to play in this league as long as I could and, stay healthy and just play hard every night and just stay in this league as much as long as I could.
Joe, you look at the last couple of games that the Hawks have played, and obviously there was a huge buildup in the game in Washington. Now you're playing a team with Sidney Crosby on there. As a player's perspective, how did it feel on the ice with what was going on in Washington?
I think it was just a privilege to be a part of that and to be a part of history, and the night that he ties the record, and to see the atmosphere in that building was truly incredible. So I'm just glad I can be on the same sheet as him, and he was my favorite player growing up. So for me, it was just truly amazing to every time I'm out there against Ovi. I'm always starstruck to see him.
Now, as a centerman, you're looking at Sidney Crosby, who obviously is one of the best players in the history of the game. Can you look at him and learn anything about what you need to do moving forward in your career?
I think obviously, Sid for, just the person he is. I think, obviously he's a phenomenal hockey player, but, I think what stands out to a lot of people is just the little things he does off the ice and his leadership and, how he treats other people. And, doesn't matter who you are, you're going to be treated, with respect with him. I was fortunate to be with him once at a BioSteel camp, and he came up to me and just was truly a remarkable human being, and learning how he plays the game in both ends of the ice, and he truly is one of the best players to ever play the game.
Well, Joe, you've been a great addition to the Blackhawks since coming over from the Detroit Red Wings. You got 300 under your belt. I think you've got 3 more sets of 300 left in your body, man. Best of luck to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Joe Veleno has been our guest. After one period, Hawks and Penguins, no score. Charlie Roumeliotis, Troy said he's got his work cut out for him. He's going to be along here in just a minute with a full intermission report. And it'll be followed by action in the second period with one of these teams hoping to score a goal. Hopefully it'll be the Blackhawks. No score after one. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Hey, it's Chris Chelios. Celebrate every goal this season with El Bandito Yankee, an ultra-premium tequila made from 100% Blue Weber agave. With no fake colorings or flavors, our verified additive-free Blanco, Reposado, and Anejo are so smooth, it's criminal. Our unique oxygenation process delivers a rich smoothness without that tequila burn. Pick up a bottle today at any Binny's Beverage Depot location. For events, cocktails, and more, visit elbanditoyankee.com and break out the Bandito, baby.
Heart surgery is no one's dream of retirement. I'm Beverly, and at 79, my cardiology team at Northwestern Medicine worked together to identify and replace a diseased valve in my heart without open heart surgery. Even better, I would be back on my feet in just days.
With access to the top heart and vascular program in Illinois by U.S. News and World Report for 17 years, the nurses, cardiac surgeons, and cardiologists at Northwestern Medicine's Central DuPage Hospital are experts in non-surgical options for patients with aortic valve disease like Beverly. Using a catheter, her team inserted her new valve, then inflated a small balloon to secure it in place. Almost immediately, blood flow was restored.
Thanks to my wonderful team, I'm enjoying the retirement I had always dreamed of.
Because what makes us better makes you better. Northwestern Medicine. Learn more at nm.org/better.
Hi, this is Dave Musial, owner of Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric. Do you have a plumbing emergency? Call Four Seasons. An electrical emergency? Call Four Seasons. A heating or cooling emergency? Call Four Seasons. Same-day hot water tank installation needed? Call Four Seasons. Need a whole home generator? Call Four Seasons. We guarantee same-day installation on all heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical needs. And no extra charge for nights, weekends, or holidays.
For all the right reasons, call 866-4 Seasons.
Property managers and GCs use FinishingChicago.com's contractors for finishes and protective coatings in the most iconic venues, interior spaces, and essential infrastructure. Our painters apply industry-leading commercial and industrial finishes inside and out, so your biggest assets always put their best square footage forward. FinishingChicago.com has your free list of painting, wall covering, glass systems, drywall finishing, and signage contractors. For a great finish, start with FinishingChicago.com.
Searching for a financial partner that truly has your best interest at heart? Join KCT Credit Union, where they're more than just a bank. They're a not-for-profit financial cooperative. KCT members are owners, meaning profits go back to you in the form of lower loan rates, higher savings rates, and fewer fees. Experience personalized service that puts you first. KCT Credit Union, now a division of Consumers Credit Union. Visit kctcu.org. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Hi, it's Lou Manfredini. Preparation is the key to winning. To beat Chicago's weather extremes, choose the best fiberglass or vinyl windows and patio doors from the Gilkey Window Company. Go to Gilkey.com.
Intermission?
Intermission already? It's time for an intermission update. Here's Charlie Rebelliotis.
20 minutes is in the books here at the United Center, and we have no score between the Blackhawks and Penguins. Shots on goal, 8-6 in favor of Pittsburgh. The under was plus 118, and neither team scored. So the cha-ching for the under at plus 118. Those odds are according to Circa Sports Illinois. Download your new bookie today at circasports.com. Let's get to some final scores around the NHL. The big one was over in New York, where the Islanders beat the Capitals 4-1, but it was Alex Ovechkin that scored the lone goal for Washington. He is now in sole possession of first place all time in NHL history with 895 career goals. Congrats to Ovi. Of course, he had 2 the other night against Chicago, and he puts a stamp on his weekend with 895 against the New York Islanders. The Dallas Stars were in Minnesota earlier today. The Wild knocked off the Stars 3-2. Marco Rossi scored the overtime winner for Minnesota. And then we have a couple other scores going on right now. The Ottawa Senators are up 2-0 on the Columbus Blue Jackets in the second intermission. The Panthers and Red Wings are tied 0-0 at the first intermission in Detroit. And the Boston Bruins are up 2-0 in Buffalo. That game is just about to go into the first intermission. And then 2 later games today. The Canadiens and Predators will be getting underway in about 15 minutes over in Nashville. And the Vancouver Canucks are hosting the Vegas Golden Knights tonight at 9 o'clock. That's on ESPN. Meanwhile, here at the UC, the Hawks and Penguins are tied 0-0. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
It's Chris Cuomo from News Nation. The Blackhawks play here on WGN Radio.
After the end of a good fight, you deserve an ice-cold reward.
Modelo, the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know, the bigger the fight, the better the reward. You put in the hours, the energy, the tough labor. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
From squeaky brakes to a check engine light, think of Bob Josh Chevrolet in Elburn for all your vehicle service needs. They service all makes and models. From routine maintenance to major repairs, their GM-certified service department has you covered with a fair, family-friendly price. Call 630-448-4083 or book online at bobjoshchevrolet.com. Bob Josh Chevrolet, Route 47, Elburn, Illinois, next to Reams Meat Market.
Lost your health insurance? You might be eligible for a special enrollment period on the Get Covered Illinois Marketplace. Get Covered Illinois navigators are ready to help you enroll in a quality, affordable health plan with essential benefits to cover prescription drugs, hospitalizations, maternity care, and much more. You might even qualify for financial help. Go to getcoveredillinois.gov. Your health coverage starts here.
The professionals at Plumbers 911 Chicago are ready to answer your call. They'll get your plumbing job done right the first time. Their phones are open 24/7, 1-833-PLUM-911. The Blackhawks know what it takes to build a legacy in Chicago. Since 1936, Culligan has proudly called Chicago home, building a legacy of trust, innovation, and service. As the Blackhawks' official water provider, Culligan's mission is to give you cleaner, safer, great-tasting water at home, at work, and after singing when the Hawks score at the United Center. Global leaders with hometown heart, Culligan understands that taking better care of water means taking better care of people's bodies, homes, and the planet. Culligan, water you love.
Got an old car taking up space? Call 847-608-4700. Global Auto Recyclers will haul it away and pay you cash in a flash.
100 years in the making, one season to witness it all. Blackhawks full and half season ticket plans are on sale now for next season at blackhawks.com/membership. Be there as the Blackhawks celebrate a century of hockey in Chicago, honoring the moments that built this historic franchise and looking ahead to the future. With the Blackhawks membership, you get more of what matters, more unforgettable memories, more can't-miss moments, and more Blackhawks hockey. Don't miss this milestone season. Secure your seat in Blackhawks history today at blackhawks.com/membership. We are back here at the United Center. Charlie Meliotis here with Troy Murray. 0-0 score in the first period, Troy. That absolutely flew by. That was like 20, I don't know what it was in real hockey time.
Yeah, it was flying by, and I thought the Blackhawks had some real good opportunities, some real good looks. First two shots the Hawks had were legitimate scoring opportunities. They got to clean up a little bit in their own end of the ice, but I like their transition game, their speed, and a lot of it has to do with the guys that are on the back end there. You know, you got Vlasic who can skate and move the puck. Rinzel, Korchinski, Kaiser, Levshunov, you know, Connor Murphy's that fits right in there as the defensive guy amongst all those guys. You know, Kaiser's got a more dependable type of defensive game than Vlasic along with Rinzel. Vlasic is a veteran at 23 years of age. So I like the pairings back there. I like the speed, the combinations, and that's where it all starts. If you play well defensively, you move the puck up and some good crisp passes that go tape to tape. That's where you get the transition. That's where you create offensive opportunities.
The Penguins got a high-quality scoring chance 15 seconds into the game with Brian Rust. And the Hawks go the other way. Bedard sets up Ryan Donato, and I was like, okay, we might have a run-and-gun game between the Penguins and Blackhawks.
Well, that's what it looked like, and really, well, they took two shots away from the Penguins now. It's just like, I don't know if they go over the videotapes at the end of it and count the shots. I don't know, but there seemed like there was a lot more action than just 8 shots to 6 shots in favor of the Penguins, because the shots that got through to the goaltender, those were quality chances, the most of them.
Spencer Knight, I thought he was sharp. I know he was sharp in the final few minutes in Washington against Alex Ovechkin. That carried over into the first period against
Yeah,
Pitt.
but it was funny to watch Ovechkin and the way that he reacted. He really had some good looks, and one hit Spencer Knight in the shoulder and went up, and that was a great opportunity. And Ovi just kind of was muttering under his breath, and he couldn't believe it because he had those opportunities. He wanted to score that hat trick. And I even think one time he went by the net and he said something to Spencer Knight. I have to ask him about that. But whatever he did there, he's continued on here. There's been a couple games where pucks have gone through him, but I think that he is so structurally sound, the way that he moves and ways that he faces the pucks there, that sometimes pucks will just go through you. But again, like he just makes the saves that are there. And I think that there were some high quality chances against him there, but he looked sharp and looked calm and composed.
All right, we'll see if either team can find the back of the net in the second period, which is going to start on the other side of the break. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
At Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois, we understand it's not just our next door neighbors who inspire us every day. It's our neighbors across the country, across all communities. And while Blue Cross has been your one local and trusted healthcare partner for nearly 90 years, it's our wide scope of products, services, and technologies that allows us to have a deeper understanding for everyone, everywhere, empowering whole person health with compassion and innovation, one member at a time. It's that unique Blue Cross service and commitment through all stages of life that connects us hand in hand, ensuring you always have access to the highest quality, affordable healthcare with that personal touch, always finding new ways to deliver on our oldest promise, to keep you at the center of everything we do. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois, through it all.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois, a division of Healthcare Service Corporation, a mutual legal reserve company.
For decades, Chicagoland has trusted one name to keep their cars looking great, Mako. And now, for a limited time, get 30% off paint to make your ride shine like new. Need financing? No problem. 0% for 12 months available. See store for details. So call, stop in, or log on to Mako.com. That's MAACO to find a location near you. Mako, America's body shop. Better get Mako.
The NHL season is wrapping up, but the action is better than ever. And with FanDuel, new customers who bet $5 get $250 in bonus bets if you win. So download the app and secure big all season long. With FanDuel, an official partner of the Chicago Blackhawks. Must be 21 or older and present in Illinois. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued is non-withdrawable bonus bets which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask matured Irish whiskey. When it's game time, it's Tully time.
The second period is next.
The second period.
Here for a recap is Charlie Remeliotis.
Back here at the United Center where the Blackhawks and Penguins are on the ice for the start of the second period. Real privilege to watch in back-to-back games Alex Ovechkin in Washington and then Sidney Crosby here in Chicago. And then we're also going to see Sidney Crosby on Tuesday in Pittsburgh. Alex Ovechkin, he did it earlier today. Yep. And then Sidney Crosby in town a few weeks ago, 20 consecutive point-per-game seasons, also surpassed Wayne Gretzky for the most. So it's a real privilege what they're doing at their age and what they've meant to the entire NHL.
It certainly is, Charlie. They defined an era, in my opinion, those two guys. And we've had the good fortune of being able to watch them not only here at the United Center, but Troy and I on the road, obviously, and looking forward to seeing Sid the Kid back in Steel Town. You mentioned his achievement. 20 straight seasons, a point a game or better. And looking at his stats, 1,347 games, 622 goals, and 1,060 assists. So Troy mentioned his stick blade and the configuration of it or lack thereof. And as I said earlier, I'll restate it, I think Sid's done okay. Underway here in period number 2, play at the Penguin blue line. The puck is pawed out to center ice by the aforementioned Crosby, taken back by the Hawks. Sam Renzel now to Connor Bedard over the Penguin line, left wing side. Backing up to the corner. Here's Bedard. Put it in front of the net. It was intended for Mikheyev. A swing and a miss. Puck rolls free between the circles. And Donato spikes it back in behind the Penguin net. There to get the puck is Letang. Mikheyev and McGroarty run together. McGroarty goes down in a heap. Now the Hawks will get a line change as the Penguins take the puck in behind their net is Grizzly. Grizzly a bank pass on the right wing. Raquel, Hawk blue line. Slaps the puck down behind the net. Spencer Knight coolly handles it, moving it up the left wing to Bertuzzi. Hands the puck off to Teravainen over the Penguin line. Drops it off. Here's Levshunov. Put it in front. And it's off of Teravainen. Stick to the near boards. And look out. The Penguins have numbers coming back. Malkin over the Hawk line left wing. Put it across Raquel. He fires over the net and up into the protected netting. And out of play it goes. And we get a pile up in the near corner. Levshunov on top of one of the Pens who may be hurt.
No, that's Malkin. He's getting up. No, it's not Malkin.
It's actually Ville Koivunen. Young man, he's former, as I said, former Chicago Wolf. He looks okay.
Yeah, he's fine. Golden opportunity for Teravainen. Nice setup all along there. Levshunov jumps into the play there. It looked like he had an opportunity to shoot, but he decided he was going to pass it over to Teravainen. Teravainen, his little redirect went straight back across the crease area. Didn't have the angle that he was looking for there. That was a real nice effort.
Well, the Section 318 City Council meeting can begin because the mayor is here. We'll get a face-off inside the Hawk zone in the circle to the left of Spencer Knight. Hawks control. Connor Murphy behind the net. Snaps the puck around, not out. Look out. Here's Malkin charging to the net down the left wing side. Then he lost the handle as Knight poke checks the puck away, and here are the Hawks on the attack. Korchinski into the Penguin zone. To Nazar firing from the left circle, and that's gloved out of the air by Nedeljkovic.
Boy, how many times have we seen so far the Blackhawks defenseman basically leading the rush up the ice? This time it was Korchinski, and it's the right time to jump up. They got puck possession. He sees what's happening, reads the play, and well, he just takes off. Nice little feed from Nazar, and little drop pass back to Nazar, and he gets a good shot in there. Just love to see the involvement of the defense and the offensive side of it.
Now, the enthusiasm seems to be infectious among the young guys, and they bring that great spirit to the dressing room.
Yeah,
Gives everybody
you know what?
a lift.
They're having a lot of fun. I mean, they really are. When you see these guys hanging around each other and just enjoying their time with all the guys the same age, basically.
There's Ryan Shea, picks off a pass at the right point Hawk zone, moves into the slot and got a shot away, but it goes wide. Murphy tried to backhand it out. It ends up picked up at the Hawk line by Slaggert. He's over the Penguin line on the right wing. Squeezing past the check from Shea. Put the puck to the corner. Slap back out to the point. Kurashev will turn and fire. And Nedeljkovic was able to stop that. That may have hit him in the
I think that hit
base of the headgear.
Square in the mask, yeah.
Levshunov in the right corner. Put the puck out to the blue line. Wyatt Kaiser there. He'll move down the slot and fire. That's just over the net. Good chance there for Kaiser. In behind the Penguin net. Graves will stick the puck around up the left wing side for Heinen. He's given a taste of the glass in front of the penalty boxes by Joe Veleno. The Hawks get the puck back at their blue line. Here's a pass from Kaiser to Reichel into the Penguin zone. He snaps a shot in for the left wing circle, and Nedeljkovic will glove it and hold it. Whistle stopping play. We'll get a face-off in the Penguin zone to Nedeljkovic's right.
Reichel's throwing some speed through the neutral zone. And both teams have had some opportunities with speed through the neutral zone, and Blackhawks getting some good opportunities. This time it's Reichel's opportunity to streak down the left wing side, get a shot through the defenseman, Nedeljkovic, who hasn't played a whole lot as of late. His last start prior to this was March 21st.
It's been a while.
Yes, Tristan Jarry played the majority of the games for the Penguins.
Here's Renzel firing from the left point. That goes wide. Now the puck topples in front of the Penguin net, and an alert play by Chris Letang to slap it out of harm's way. That was going to tumble back into the cage. Penguins get the puck back. Kevin Hayes with a pass across the rink. Matt Grizzly to the Hawk blue line on the right wing. Spins the puck down in behind the net. It was intended for Juno Kapanen. Kapanen pushed off the puck, but Hayes took it back. Put it down behind the net. Kapanen is there. He tried to feed it off of the equipment of Knight and have the puck bounce back into the Hawk net, but the play didn't work, and we get a whistle stopping play as Connor Dewar ends up sitting on the puck in the Hawk crease, and Knight grabs it anyways. You get a whistle stopping play. Face-off circle to Knight's left.
Yeah, I like that play. Throw it into the crowded crease, see what happens. Unfortunately, the other night, after just a harmless kind of play that went to the net, Connor Murphy turns around. In soccer, they call it an own goal. He backhanded it past Spencer Knight, and that was really a big turning point early in the third period. The Hawks were up by 1. That tied the game and gave Washington a lot of emotion moving forward.
Now the draw circle to the left of Spencer Knight. Randonato facing off with Crosby, who wins another one. Back to the right point. And the puck is shot by Carlson wide of the Hawk net. Here's a lead pass by Korchinski to Bedard at center ice. To Donato over the Penguin line at the left point. He'll stop there and spin it down behind the net around up the near side. Bedard had it. Tried to put the puck in front for a wide open Donato. But Carlson breaks up this play. Carries the puck to center ice. Flips it back into the Hawk zone. And Kevin Korchinski will, from above his head, he slots the puck down to the ice surface at center ice where Ilya Mikheyev touches the puck. That means a hand pass. Faceoff comes back in the Hawk zone.
Blackhawk fans, next season marks 100 years of hockey in Chicago, and full and half season ticket plans are on sale right now. Experience the rivalries, the celebrations, and the unforgettable moments that will define this milestone season. You don't want to miss this. Secure your seat today at blackhawks.com/membership.
One more home game to play after this game today. It'll be the Winnipeg Jets in town. We get our last look at the team that might be the odds-on favorite now to win the President's Trophy. Face-off circle to the left of Spencer Knight. And the draw comes in on Knight. He'll deflect it behind the net. Levshunov guides the puck up the right side. Bertuzzi center ice to Nazar over the Penguin line on the right wing side. He is checked by Graves as he dumps the puck down behind their net. Ryan Shea will dig it out. Banks a pass up the right wing. Koivunen just shy of the Penguin line. Hands it off to Shea. He gains center ice, but loops back to the Pens line and sends it over to Graves. To Malkin over the Hawk line on the left wing. Snaps a shot wide of the net. Here's Malkin now in the right wing corner. Chasing the puck up the boards toward the point. And deftly reaching in was Teravainen to pluck the puck free. Get it to Kaiser at center ice. To Bertuzzi over the Penguin line to the right half board. To the high slot, Teravainen put it over left circle. Nazar pulls it back and fires. And a blocker save made by Nedeljkovic. Loose puck taken out of there by Koivunen. He'll clear down to the Hawk blue line. Levshunov there for the Hawks. Little pass up the right side for Bertuzzi. Penguin blue line. He deflects the puck down behind the Pens net. Pens come out of their net. Their end quickly. Shea passing to center ice to Raquel. He'll flip it back to Graves, Penguin zone. Then over to Shea. To Crosby in front of the benches on the right wing side of center ice. And he flings the puck back into the Penguin zone again. And this time this eludes Graves. He goes behind his net and then carries out. He's stripped of the puck by Slaggert. Slaggert down the right side, carrying behind the Pens net. Got the left circle, Bedard, back to Slaggert. To the high slot, Vlasic. Sent it down left wing corner, Bedard. Bedard working it through traffic in the left wing circle. Stripped of the puck. Brian Rust took it away. And here's Rust in the far corner. Flings it up the left wing side. Rutger McGroarty. From center ice, get it back to Russell with the Hawk line down the right wing, and he fires a shot that misses the net, and the puck tumbles all the way down into the Penguin zone, and Matt Grzelcyk will chase it down behind his net. Hawks take advantage and get a line change. Grzelcyk to McGroarty at center ice, crossing the Hawk blue line, drop pass now, Lizotte, top of the left circle, fires it in on goal, butterfly save made by Knight. Loose puck in behind the net, captured by Kevin Korchinski. Chased out of there by Lizotte, but put the puck back behind the net to Rinzel, over to Korchinski. And he'll pass up the left wing side to Bedard at center ice. He was jostled by Letang as the puck came by, but deflects it down into the Penguin zone. Pens clear their end. Quick pass now by Grzelcyk ahead to Heinen. Hawk blue line left wing. Stuck it across to the far corner. Foligno recovers, moves it ahead to Joe Veleno. Through center ice over the Penguin blue line. Tried to work the puck past Carlson. He was angled off the puck there by Carlson. Now back in the Hawk zone, Connor Murphy's got the puck in front of the net. Passing up the right side. Foligno hands it off to Veleno. Over the Penguin line to the right wing corner. Turning on Hayes. He put it back to the right point. Murphy spins the puck down behind the Pens net. Foligno is there. Foligno around to the right wing corner. Then to the right half boards. Sets up Korchinski, who fires from the right point. That goes just wide of the Penguin net. Good flyby screen there by Reichel on the play. Nedeljkovic never really got a good look at that shot. Puck is now back in the Hawk zone as Korchinski chased down in the far corner by Hayes. Hayes worked the puck free. Hayes gives the puck to Kapanen. He tries to leave in the corner. Then Hayes tried to chase it down behind the net. The puck eludes him. Levshinoff will grab it and skate the center ice. To Reichel over the Penguin line down the left wing side. Turning away to the half boards. Reichel spins it back in behind the net. Ryan Graves there for Pittsburgh. He carries back to the far corner. Pokes it off the glass and down. In to get the puck, Connor Dewar in the right wing corner Hawk zone. Checked into the boards by Levshinoff. Kaiser takes the loose puck behind his net. Hanks it up the near glass for Moore. He had left the zone. Pens get it back. Puck is centered by Grzelcyk from the left point. Picked off by a back-checking Philip Kurashev.
Yeah, real nice play there by Kurashev to realize what was going on there and get back into the zone quickly.
Now here's a pass from Malkin for the Penguin blue line. Broken up ahead of the Hawk line. Puck ends up back in the Hawk zone off a deflection. Malkin doing some good work back behind the net. Looks inspired here today. Malkin to the near corner. Coughed up the puck there to Levshinoff for the Hawks. Put it over to Kaiser. Kaiser will now leave it at the Hawk blue line. Levshinoff's got it over the Penguin line. Long wrist shot, and a glove save is made by Nedeljkovic, and he'll hold on. No score, almost halfway through the second period. 11:52 to be exact, left in period number 2. Hawks and Pens still looking for their first marker each. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
The Blackhawks, Wildcats, and the NFL play here on AM 720. On smart speakers, say play WGN Chicago.
What do the Blackhawks and United Airlines have in common? The next generation has arrived, and the future looks bright. New planes are joining the United Airlines fleet every week, decked out with Bluetooth connectivity, screens and power at every seat, and bigger overhead bins to fit everyone's carry-on. Book your next trip on the United app or United.com today. United Airlines, proud to be the official airline of the Chicago Blackhawks.
For 140 years, the Salvation Army has been in Chicago through good times and tough times. With so much uncertainty in the world, we want you to know they're not going anywhere. That's why Sutton Ford and the Matson Auto Mall is assisting the Salvation Army to do the most good. It's their goal to offer a hand up, not just a hand out, to struggling families. More than ever, the Salvation Army needs your help. Please go to salarmychicago.org. Help us make a difference tonight.
Tee up a legendary golf experience at White Pines Golf Club in Bensenville, proudly serving golfers since 1928 with 2 18-hole championship courses. White Pines challenges golfers of every level. White Pines is perfect for outings, events, weddings, and more. Book a tee time now at whitepinesgolf.com, where tradition meets excellence.
Experience the beauty of Bensenville's Fisher Farm. Explore animals and nature, uncover history, and check out the gift shop. Learn more at beevilleparks.org/fisherfarm.
This is Chris Chelios, and you're listening to Blackhawks Hockey. Now back to the game.
As a thank you for the incredible support this season from the best fans in hockey, enjoy an additional 25% off sale items now through April 12th at Blackhawk stores and online at cbhshop.com. Don't miss out on the end of this season's savings. Sale ends next Saturday, April 12th.
Face off to the right of Nedeljkovic in the Penguin zone, won by the Pens as Brian Rustle carried down ice into the Hawk zone. He lost the puck in on Spencer Knight, who swats it away. Crosby took it back behind the net. Out to Letang, right point. Tried to fling it down to the right wing corner. Picked off momentarily by Bedard, and then Crosby stripped it off his stick. Moved into the right circle, fired a bouncer, turned out of there by Knight. Now Grzelcyk from the left circle to Crosby left corner. Fed it back to Russ, top of the left circle to Grzelcyk, high slot, long wrist shot into the glove of Spencer Knight. That's the Penguins' 11th shot on goal. Shots are even in that department. But no score in the game so far. 11:21 left in period number 2.
Both goaltenders have been sharp on that last little play. Connor Bedard got the puck stripped away from him by Sidney Crosby. Boy, you got to be aware of Crosby when he's out on the ice. He's still out there now, down to take the face-off against Nazar.
And he wins it. Left point, Grzelcyk's got it. Spins the puck behind the Hawk net. Far corner, McGroarty is hit there by Alex Vlasic. Hawks get the puck back. Sam Rinzel in the near corner. Pulls out the 9-iron, lifts it through the air down to the Penguin blue line. Nazar's got it over the line to Teravainen, high slot. To Rinzel at the blue line, deep slot. Then left point, long shot from there. Blocker saved by Nedeljkovic. Bertuzzi battling for the puck behind the Penguin net, pulls it free to the right wing corner. And then carries out toward the right point, lost it in the skates momentarily, kicks the puck to a stick, and snaps it down behind the Penguin net. And Nedeljkovic will put it over to Letang, who lifts the puck through the air and down. And we're going to get icing here to Pittsburgh. They're trying to get a line change. And this linesman on the near side is waving his arms frantically. Are they going to face this off at center ice?
Yeah, kind of looks like they are going to change their minds on this. No, they're going to head down. Everybody was kind of mingling around center ice. They're still not 100% sure exactly what they're going to do, but it is an icing call against the Penguins, and they'll move the face-off to the left-hand side of Nedeljkovic, and it'll be the Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric face-off for all the right reasons. Call 866 Four Seasons.
Well, this delay of them deciding what to do is given the Penguin players who left the ice surface trying to get to a change. We gave them a little bit of time to get a little bit of their wind back.
Yeah, offensive zone face-off. Crosby still out there. Bedard took a shift off, and now he's back out there for this draw.
Crosby at 55.3% in the game so far on draws. He is 8 for 10. That's actually 80%. 55% is what he came into the game with. And
no, don't be going there with the math.
I'm going to leave it alone.
Yep,
yeah,
right there.
And here's Levshunov, Hawk zone, passing up the right wing. Donato, short of the Penguin blue line. He'll take the puck and wind it down behind the net. Nedeljkovic out to play it into the far corner. Connor Timmins with a lead pass. Blake Lozada with the Hawk line. Drops it top of the far circle. Heinen fires. That was blocked. Good play by Kaiser to turn his skate sideways. Pens get it back. Carlson for the right point. Lifts the bouncer toward the net. They score. Oh, it's going to be knocked out of the air with a high stick. The trailing linesman waving his arms side to side in the washout symbol. And now one referee and the two linesmen will confer.
Yeah, I don't think Chris Schlenker saw this high stick, but the way I saw it, the shot came in from Carlson, and it was really high. They'll take a look at this.
After discussion by the on-ice officials, it was ruled to be a high-stick puck. We have no goal.
Yep, good job by the officials to get together. It's the linesman who ended up calling it and said it was the high stick, I do believe. Grady Hamilton, the backside official there. All of them got together to talk about that. Don't even know how they're going to have a little quick conversation, but no doubt that this was tipped in by a high stick. They're taking a second look. Second opinion is always a good idea. Get yours at Northwestern Medicine. So it remains a scoreless tie.
Kudos to Ryan Daisy, that linesman, for not only keeping an eye on the action as he should, but making the correct call and making sure that the correct call was made. So as Troy told you, we're still scoreless. Back in the Hawk zone behind the net. Korchinski stabs the puck behind the net into the near corner. Raquel's got it up the boards. Chased by Murphy, but dropped the puck back to the corner. And Koivunen will spin it back to the left point. Timmins now to Malkin on the left side board. Centering the puck, picked off by Murphy. To Foligno, Hawk line right wing. He'll spin it off the right boards. Intended for Reichel, front of the penalty boxes, but he's tied up. Raquel takes the puck for Pittsburgh. They're back into the Penguin zone. Erik Karlsson then ahead now to Malkin, center ice on the right wing. Sent it across the rink, and Raquel is hit along the left side boards by Murphy. Rocked off the puck. The Hawks get it back and clear their end. Kurashev at center. To Foligno over the Pittsburgh blue line, firing for the left wing side. A blocker save made by Nedeljkovic. Foligno digs the puck out in the corner, but hands it off right to Connor Dewar of the Pens. Dewar to center ice, flings the puck down behind the Hawk net. He'll go get it. Got it to Kevin Hayes, right corner. Behind the back pass toward the net. Was stopped on the way in by Kupanen. Puck taken back, however, by the Penguins. Along the left wing boards, Graves. Jostled there by Oliver Moore. Lost the puck. Sam Renzel with the puck, Hawk blue line. Head to Landon Slaggert, Penguin line. Put it in over the line, and then an entanglement occurs, and then Kevin Hayes is able to poke the puck to center ice and then take it away in the Hawks. Oh, but a diving play by Renzel in the slot area to poke it away from Kevin Hayes, so he could not get a breakaway. Vlasic has lost his stick, digging for the puck in the near corner. Moore is able to take it away and skate the center with it. Put it in over the Penguin line. Renzel down the right side. Back to Moore, high slot. Turning away with a puck to the right wing boards. Into the right circle. He fires. Stick save made by Nedeljkovic. Renzel could not hold the puck in at the left point. He's chased out to center ice, but has the puck. Sam Renzel back across the Penguin line, right wing to Khrushchev in the slot. Lost the puck, took it back, tried to feed Nazar in the left circle. This is picked off by the Penguins. Crosby into the Hawk zone. To Russ, left wing circle. Drops the shoulder to charge to the net. But Teravainen reaching around him was able to poke check the puck free. Ahead to Nazar. Nazar flings the puck into the Penguin zone. Connor Timmins took it away. Backing up in front of his net. He'll pass it ahead. And the puck is sent by Russ to Crosby over the Hawk line left wing. Flings it in front of the net. Levshinoff's able to swat it out of midair to the corner. Crosby got it back in behind the net. Fed the puck in front. Picked off by Kaiser, who is hit as he clears it off the glass and down into the Penguin zone. Timmins in the near corner. Spins it behind his net, Erik Karlsson. He'll skate the puck through center ice and over the Hawk blue line. And he put it across now. McGroarty fires from the left circle. He snaps a shot wide of the Hawk net, and now Korchinski will skate it back the other way for the Hawks. Over the Penguin line, drops it in the left wing corner. Ilya Mikheyev sent it behind the net. Graves pokes the puck around to the near side. Collected by Levshinoff, and then Graves knocks down Bedard against the near boards. Here's Mikheyev firing from the slot. That's blocked by Achari. Puck ends up tumbling to the half boards in the corner, and now it ends up being deflected up off the stick of Donato and Heinen up into the protected netting.
Oh, wow. How you doing there?
I'm making it. We're down to 6:51 left.
This game is flying by.
I don't know if you had plans later, but you're going to get to them early, I think. 6:51 left in period number 2. Hawks and Penguins, no score. Blackhawks hockey in 720 WGN.
The Lisa Dent Show, weekdays 2 to 6 on WGN Radio.
Hi, this is Dave Musial, owner of Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric, with our biggest sale ever. Furnaces from $39 a month. Furnace and air conditioning combos from $59 a month. Plus 72 months interest-free financing and up to a $4,000 system rebate. Four Seasons guaranteed to beat any competitor's price by up to $1,000 guaranteed. So call today for your free in-home estimate and same-day installation.
For all the right reasons, call it 664 Seasons.
At Hyundai, peace of mind comes from quality you can count on. That's why Hyundai vehicles offer advanced safety features to help you stay safer on the road, which led to Hyundai having 9 2024 IIHS top safety picks this year. Peace of mind. Visit your nearest Hyundai dealer today. Hyundai, there's joy in every journey.
Right now, get 3.99% APR for 72 months on the Hyundai Tucson. Offers end April 30th. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Sean Hansen here, Steve Bug from Great Lakes Credit Union. You have a big merger recently. This is huge.
We're really excited that when Chicago Municipal Employees Credit Union, also known as CMECU, was looking for a partner, that they chose Great Lakes Credit Union. They're community focused, just like Great Lakes Credit Union. And a fun fact, CMECU is the oldest credit union in the state of Illinois. We're so excited that they're now part of the expanded Great Lakes Credit Union family.
For more, head to glcu.org.
Hey, Chris Chelios here. It's time to break out the Bandito. El Bandito Yankee Tequila. So smooth, it's criminal. Break out the Bandito, baby.
One final night at the Madhouse. The Blackhawks play their last home game of the season this Saturday against the Winnipeg Jets. Puck drops at 6 o'clock p.m. Be there for the final roar. Get your tickets now at blackhawks.com/tickets. One more game. Can you believe that?
I shake my head at how quickly these seasons go by.
Yeah,
now.
no kidding.
You know? And one of these days, folks, we're going to be talking about the Blackhawks heading into the playoffs after one of these quick seasons. Go ahead and say it. Do the Jim Mora. Playoffs. Here's a shot from the left point. Hawk zone by Graves. Blocked in front. Levshinoff to the puck along the right side boards. Lead pass up the right wing, picked off by Lazat at center ice. He steps back into the Hawk zone where he's met by Khrushchev, who jams the puck to center ice. Pens get it back. Ryan Shea in front of his bench. Snaps it down the right side glass in behind the Hawk net. Puck rolls into the near corner. Good work by Khrushchev to get his skate on the puck along with Blake Lazat. Puck comes free. Koivunen's got it behind the Hawk net. Put it out to the right point. And Letang will fire. That goes wide. Puck deflects into the near corner. Levshinoff. Carrot put it out to the high slot. Letang sent it back to the line. And it was a little too hard to describe. I think Malkin nearly, had he touched the puck, I don't know, one of the Penguins was heading to the bench. We would have had a 2-minute men on the ice penalty anyway. None given. Here's a shot from Grzelcyk from the left point. That stopped in front. And the Hawks are back the other way. And now Slaggert with a handoff to Moore at the Penguin line. Deflects it down behind the net. He'll go off on a change. Malkin to center ice. Head to Koivunen over the Hawk line left wing. Fires it rink wide to Raquel right corner. Snaps it behind the net. It goes all the way around and it eludes Grzelcyk at the left point. The puck goes all the way down in behind the Penguin net. Nedeljkovic stopping it there for Grzelcyk. Winds it up the right wing. At center ice, this is Rust in front of the Penguin bench. Hands it off to McGroarty. Back to Rust, who fires from the right wing corner. Punched out with a blocker save by Knight. Penguins get it back. Carlson near the left point. Now high slot. Here's Timmins with a drive. Look out. And I believe that may have hit Knight in the headgear and ricocheted away.
I don't know if it hit him. I think he got contact in front of the net there with one of the Penguins players got up there and said something to the referee.
Meanwhile, the play back at center ice. It's passed from Rust ahead now to McGroarty into the Hawk zone. Cleared away by Murphy up the left boards into the Penguin end. Akayev drops it at the line. Classic to Renzel along the right boards. He stopped, had the puck knocked off his stick to center ice, but a good play by Renzel to take the puck away from Crosby. But he hands it off instead now into the Hawk zone. Here's McGroarty in the slot firing. A blocker save made by Knight. Hawks are back the other way. Little handoff on Akayev to Bedard through center over the Penguin line. Top of the right circle. A toe drag and a shot was blocked by Graves. Ends up in the far corner. Carlson clears to center ice. Bouncing puck swept into the Hawk zone by McGroarty to the right wing corner. Kevin Hayes is there. Hayes stopping with the puck. Pokes it behind the net. Connor Dewar there on the puck for Pittsburgh. Carries out bottom of the left circle. Turns and fires. That goes wide. Puck tumbles around up the far sideboards. And the youngster Joona Kapanen will clear down to the corner. The puck around to the near side now to Renzel. Pokes it ahead now. McKay of Hawk line. Over to Vlasic. He'll skate the center ice on the left wing and stroke the puck down the glass and in behind the Penguin net up the near side. Pens get it back and clear their end. And now puck is deflected into the Hawk zone. Wyatt guys are back to get it.
Good luck with trying to describe what's going on.
This is like a dog's breakfast. I mean, this is bad. Hopefully the boys will connect on some passes. Anyway.
It's on both sides right now.
Yeah. Inside the Penguin zone as Foligno skewers the puck free to the near corner. Ryan Shea there to get it. Shea moving up the left wing side to his blue line. Hands it ahead. Danson Heinen gloves it over the head and drops it to a stick. Moves into the Hawk zone. Hands it off to Achari. Bothered by a couple of Blackhawks. And now we get a whistle and a hooking call is going to be made. It's going to put the Penguins on the power play when we return. 2:59 left in the second. Hawks and Pens tied at no score. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720
Minor penalty
WGN.
number 90.
Got an older wrecked car taking up space in your driveway or garage? Get cash in a flash from Global Auto Recycling and Repair. They'll take that unwanted car off your hands today. Family owned and operated, Global Auto has been serving Chicagoland for over 60 years, and they'll give you cash in a flash to take away that old junk car, even if it's no longer running. Call 847-608-4700 for Global Auto Recycling and Repair and get cash in a flash.
Give people a place to gather and make fire the focal point of your home again. With a majestic fireplace or insert, you'll enjoy the warmth and ambiance of fire with contemporary style and the latest technology. Whether you're looking for wood, electric, or gas, indoors or out, Majestic offers a broad range of sizes and styles. Visit their showroom on Bowes Road in Elgin or call for a free estimate. 847-741-5903. 847-741-5903. House of Fireplaces, giving you a warm feeling since 1953.
Our springtime magic will take your breath away. Ohio's Hocking Hills is an easy drive away where waterfalls rush into deep gorges and colorful wildflowers line endless hiking trails. Experience it from horseback, zip line, or a guided eco tour. Great restaurants, wineries, and breweries give way to dazzling dark skies at the free John Glenn Astronomy Park, and so much more. Find the magic at exploreHockingHills.com.
You're listening to Chicago Blackhawks hockey. Now, back to the game.
Come out to Woody's Flat this Tuesday night for the final Blackhawks watch party this season, presented by Bud Light. Watch the Blackhawks face off against these Pittsburgh Penguins. Puck drops at 6 o'clock. Arrive early for giveaways and raffle prizes. Visit blackhawks.com/watch parties for all the details. John Weideman, Troy Murray, Charlie Meliotis here at the United Center. Good hockey game, lots of opportunities, no score yet. Goaltenders are playing great. To the right-hand side of Spencer Knight, it'll be the Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric face-off for all the right reasons. Call 866-4Seasons.
Penguins control off the draw. Rust with the puck along the left half boards to Raquel beside the net. He turns and jams it through the crease and wide. And then the puck is spun from the right point by Grzelcyk in front. Penguins get it back. Rust along the left side boards. The Golden Domer, Notre Dame, passing in front of the net. This deflects off the stick of Raquel to Mikheyev. Racing back through center over the Penguin line, left wing to Foligno in the slot. The puck rolled off the end of his stick, and back come the Penguins, led by Crosby over the Hawk line, left wing to Raquel, high slot. Back to Crosby down beside the net. He kicks the puck to his stick and shot it across to the far boards. Penguins get it back. Ross put it in front. Here's a shot from Carlson. What a play. What a save made by Knight. It was actually Raquel on the shot with a backhand. And Knight got the right pad on it. Crosby right circle. Passing over left circle to Rust. Rust backing up at the left point. Moves it over to Grzelcyk, right point. He'll weave through the deep slot. Give the puck now to Koivunen, right point. Here's Grzelcyk in the left circle. Center of the puck picked off by Foligno. Head to Mikheyev over the center ice circle. He'll rag a little time off the penalty clock to the Penguin blue line and then clear it off the glass and down. Effective penalty killing there by the Hawks. McGroarty back up ice through center ice over the Hawk blue line. Hands it off Letang, top of the left circle. Back to McGroarty. Rutger McGroarty behind the net. Spinning it around to the right point. Carlson fed one through McGroarty. Bottom of the right circle. Tried to jam it on goal. Knight was down with a butterfly save and leans on the left post and pins this one to the paint of the crease and holds it. Face-off circle to his left with 30 seconds left on the Pittsburgh power play.
Wow, the Penguins have some good opportunities here. Rust had a great opportunity. Raquel was right there with a chance as well. The Penguins 1 for 3 yesterday afternoon against Dallas. In those 3 power plays, they had 10 shots. They don't hesitate to attack the net, that's for sure.
Off the draw, Letang's got the puck left point. Put it over right circle, Crosby. Put it down beside the net. Malkin, backhand glove save made by Knight. He wasn't buying. He knew what Malkin was going to do, and he stuck the glove in the perfect spot.
Yeah, Malkin was trying to lift this one up into the top corner over the glove there, and Spencer Knight was right there, and he was close to him. He just put his glove out there and read the trajectory of the shot coming from Malkin and easily made the save. Malkin just kind of stared him down.
Crosby wins the draw. Letang in the high slot. Hammers a shot that deflects over the net off the glass. Malkin recovers left wing corner, spins it behind the net. Good play by Nazar to take it away at the point. Nazar got it ahead. Teravainen over the line to Nazar. Front shoot to score! The first shorthanded goal of the career of Frank Nazar. 1-0 Hawks. The goal at 18:55 of period number 2. Blackhawks' house is in order. They have a 1-0 lead on the Pens. Frank Nazar sets it in behind Nedeljkovic.
Points in 3 straight games. Nazar's 9th of the season. The Blackhawks' 4th shorthanded. The first one not coming off the stick of number 95, Mikheyev. This is just a great play by Teravainen to set Nazar in free. Just a nice little pass. Nazar accepts it on the backhand, turns around, beats Nedeljkovic on the stick hand side. A little repair to the net, but the Blackhawks are up 1-0, and it is time to break out the Bandito. Celebrate every goal this season with El Bandito Yankee Tequila. A shorthanded goal by the Hawks, and they're up 1-0.
Nazar from Teravainen. And I told you the goal, 18:55 of period number 2.
It's the 5th shorthanded goal against that the Penguins have given up. A little bit of problem with the net behind Nedeljkovic. And looks like he's got a little bit of an equipment problem, so it'll be a minute. Boy, you just saw a little bit early, Pittsburgh a little bit sloppy, where Mikheyev and Foligno had a 2-on-1, and Foligno just kind of lost the handle of it. He had a great opportunity to take the shot, but he didn't because he just bobbled it just ever so slightly, and then they just hustle again, stripping the puck away. And apparently, they can't find the puck.
Oh.
They got it?
Let's just get another one.
Charlie,
guys.
say, where was it?
If it falls
was
out.
it in the back of the net? So the goaltender, that's what he was doing. He was looking at his equipment.
Did you guys see that puck?
Plums? I don't remember any plums.
All right. Hawks return to full strength. We're under a minute to play here in the second period. Hawks with a 1-0 lead. Penn's attack. Ryan Shea down the left wing Hawk zone. Moving toward the area beside the net, and he is stripped of the puck by Oliver Moore. But in that sequence, the referee down below us believes that Oliver Moore reached in and hooked that one away. So we'll get the call.
Chicago 11, 2 minutes for slashing.
Oh, slashing
call from Oliver Moore. So the Penguins right back to the power play. Blackhawks doing a nice job. They were back to full strength after the penalty by Valeno. The Blackhawks went back to full strength. Sponsored by Northwestern Medicine Orthopedics on a relentless pursuit of better medicine. Face off to the right-hand side of Spencer Knight.
Now this penalty will carry over into the third period if the Penguins are not able to score. Now beside the Hawk net, the puck is misplayed in behind. Vlasic's got it. Spins it up the right side for Foligno. He jams it to center ice. Tried to one-hand it over to Mikheyev. This is picked off by the Penguins. Into the Hawk zone, Crosby along the left wing side. Down toward the corner. Crosby sent it in front of the net, hit Vlasic. Koivunen took the puck back, top of the right circle. To Grizzlick of the line, to Koivunen, top of the right circle again. Tried to stroke it down behind the net. Vlasic got a stick in there, knocking the puck up off the glass. And then the puck is cleared down to the Penguin blue line. Grizzlick there to Crosby, Hawk blue line. Lost the puck into the Hawk zone to Vlasic. He'll clear to center ice. And the period's going to come to an end. So outstanding penalty killing by the Blackhawks so far. The Penguins will open up period number 3 with 1 minute and 15 seconds of power play time with which to work and a clean sheet of ice. Right now the Blackhawks will take a 1-0 lead into the dressing rooms. They've been outshot by the Penguins 19-15, but have the lead where it counts.
Yeah, I think the majority of that separation came on the power play that they just had. They had 3 or 4 chances right there alone. Spencer Knight, excellent through 2 periods. Stopped all the 19 shots that have been thrown at him. Great penalty kill, some good opportunities, aggressive when need to be, and shutting things down. The goaltender has to be your best penalty killer. And Spencer Knight came up with some big plays there to give the Blackhawks that opportunity for Nazar. And he's starting to find it. I mean, you look at, he had a goal and assist in the last game. He was +3 or +1 in that one. I should say 3 shots on goal. He's getting those chances. And, you know, you'd like to see that speed in the lineup. And when Nazar can start finding the back of the net when he has these opportunities, he's talked about it that he's had 2 breakaways in the last 4 games. And again, that's another breakaway there for Nazar. Finally finding a way to start putting some of these pucks in the back of the net. And boy, he's getting the chances.
He's getting the chances, Troy, and we don't question his work ethic. I have had no reason to question his work ethic, but he's been working for the chances, and it's good to see him finally get the opportunities that he's getting. All right, let's go downstairs and join another one of our younger players. We are happy to be joined by Landon Slaggert. And Slags, appreciate your time here. Hey, suddenly the dressing room got kind of young in the last month, and you got to be having a lot of fun being surrounded by all of this youth.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, definitely a lot of college guys too. So we've been having a blast. We're all at the hotel playing games, some video games, a little basketball here and there. So yeah, it's just great to kind of build the culture from the ground up.
You know, when you look at what's going on with the organization, you know, you came into it last year, and now you're seeing all these guys like Moore and Rinzel kind of in the same situation, Nazar. You know, how special is it, again, to have those group of guys inside the room that know that's going to be a big part of the core moving forward?
Yeah, 100%. I think everyone kind of realizes the situation and just what we're building towards, and I think our veterans have done a great job kind of articulating that and letting us know what we're building towards. And it's awesome to see just these guys come in and make an immediate impact. And, you know, it's not, we're not there yet. We got some work to do, but it's awesome to get started.
You know, in this type of situation, the team doesn't have much to play for, but what's the motivation for a lot of you young guys, I should say, moving forward into these last few games of the season?
I think it's making an impact and just building some confidence here too. I think, you know, we have the guys in the room to make an impact, to go out there and have a positive game. So I think it's just keep on building that and hopefully get some wins out of it too.
you look at the situation, you guys score a shorthanded goal, you're going to be on the penalty kill right off the bat. This is a team, the Pittsburgh Penguins, that obviously has a lot of offense in here. What do you guys got to do here in a game like this to shut her down and get the win?
Yeah, for sure. I think it was a bit of a track meet in the first period. A lot of back and forth, a lot of rushes. So I think it's kind of limiting that. And in the O-zone, they like to spread the puck out a little bit, go low to high. So I think it's just kind of having our head on a swivel and really locking them down defensively.
Well, Slags, thanks for joining us here. You got 1 minute and 15 seconds of Penguin power play time to kill to start the period. Go get that done, and let's get a win today. What do you say?
Sounds like a plan. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, bud. Appreciate it. Landon Slaggert, our guest, after 2 periods. The Blackhawks won. The Penguins no score. After we take this break, Charlie Romeliotis is going to be along with a full intermission report, and that'll be followed by third period action. As we said, the Penguins will start it off on the power play with a fresh sheet of ice, and they're very good at those kinds of factors. We'll see. 1-0 Hawks after 2. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
As the official partner of the Chicago Blackhawks, Enterprise is ready to go the extra mile. They're dedicated to the most dedicated fans in the game. And with Enterprise on your team, you can move forward with confidence, knowing they've got your back. They're always available with mobility solutions, whether you need a rental replacement, truck, or even tailored business strategies. At Enterprise, your goal is their goal, and they're ready with the assist.
When you're betting and find yourself constantly thinking about gambling and you're losing more money than you have, are you really winning? If you're spending too much time with the slots or you can't stop betting on sports and you find yourself feeling overwhelmed, maybe lying, and probably losing more money than you can afford to lose, you're not alone and you can get help. It's available 24/7 and it's confidential. When your betting has gotten out of hand, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.areyoureallywinning.com. Sponsored by the Illinois Department of Human Services.
Some places are exclusive. And then there's the Captain's Room. Once a historic bank robbed in 1926 by John Dillinger's gang. Now a beautifully restored period-correct sanctuary of bespoke fine dining and sommelier-curated wine experiences. A wide-open, chef-led show kitchen, a private wine vault, a space so meticulously designed no detail is overlooked. It's family-owned. It's exclusive. It's Chicago's worst-kept secret. Reviews say it all. A true hidden gem offering world-class cuisine in the Chicago burbs. Very private, very exclusive, and all yours for the evening.
The Captain's Room, just minutes from Oakbrook Mall. Corporate celebrations, executive retreats, intimate private dining experiences. It's 5-star fine dining at its very best. Visit captainsroom.com. That's captainsroom.com for booking info.
The Captain's Room. Never settle.
Hey, Blackhawks fans, Club Citgo saves you money on every fill-up, like 3 cents off every gallon every day. When you start with Club Citgo, you're good to go.
Intermission?
Intermission already? It's time for an intermission update. Here's Charlie Romeliotis.
40 minutes is in the books here at the United Center, and the Blackhawks lead the Pittsburgh Penguins 1-0 in a real barn burner here in Chicago. Sense the sarcasm. Shots on goal 19-15 in favor of the Penguins, but I thought that was a really good second period by Chicago. They've had a few third period leads as of late, and they haven't been able to hang on to them. So we'll see if they can do so against the Penguins here in their second to last game here at the United Center this season. We had 7 other games on the NHL schedule. 3 of them have already gone final. We start in New York, where the Islanders defeated the Washington Capitals 4-1. But the big story was Alex Ovechkin scoring the 895th goal of his NHL career, surpassing Wayne Gretzky for #1 all-time in NHL history. An incredible accomplishment for the Great Eight after he scored 2 against Chicago on Friday night. Didn't take him long to surpass the Great One. So congratulations to Ovi, and we'll see how many more he racks up before the end of the season wraps up. The Minnesota Wild knocked off the Dallas Stars 3-2 earlier today in overtime. Marco Rossi scored the OT winner for Minnesota. And then just went final, the Ottawa Senators shut out the Columbus Blue Jackets 4-0 behind a 30-save performance from Linus Ullmark. So Ottawa continues to trug along in the Eastern Conference. The Detroit Red Wings are up 2-0 on the defending Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers in Detroit at the second intermission. A massive third period coming up for Detroit as they're trying to claw back into the playoff race and inside the playoff picture with a couple weeks left in the NHL regular season. The Boston Bruins are tied with the Buffalo Sabres 3-3 late in the second period. And the Nashville Predators are up 1-0 on the Montreal Canadiens late in the first period. And the final game of the night, the Vancouver Canucks are hosting the Vegas Golden Knights. It's a 9 o'clock puck drop later tonight. Elsewhere in sports, the Chicago Cubs blew a 7-3 lead and lost to the Padres 8-7 to snap their 5-game winning streak. On the south side, or I should say in Detroit, the Tigers rallied for 3 runs in the 9th inning to walk off the White Sox 4-3. The Southsiders have now lost 5 in a row. The Chicago Bulls earlier today beat the Hornets 131-117. Kobe White led the way for the Bulls with 37 points. And finally, in the NCAA Women's National Championship, UConn blew out South Carolina 82-59 to win their 12th national championship in program history. Meanwhile, here at the UC, Hawks are up 1-0 on the Pittsburgh Penguins. We'll take a quick break, then bring in Troy Murray on the other side. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
Chicago's very own
WGN.
When and where you want us.
Lost your health insurance? You might be eligible for a special enrollment period on the Get Covered Illinois Marketplace. Get Covered Illinois navigators are ready to help you enroll in a quality, affordable health plan with essential benefits to cover prescription drugs, hospitalizations, maternity care, and much more. You might even qualify for financial help. Go to getcoveredillinois.gov. Your health coverage starts here.
What's up, Blackhawks fans? Enjoying the game should be easy, so don't overthink it. What to wear? Done. Just toss on your lucky jersey. Don't know what to serve your friends? Easy. Pick up some pizza from your go-to and grab some Bud Light to stock your fridge. See, it's that easy. Just like Bud Light, which is always brewed with 4 simple ingredients for a clean Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri. The Mid-America Carpenters Regional Council represents 52,000 hardworking professional men and women across Illinois, Missouri, Kansas, and eastern Iowa who earned the construction industry's best wages and benefits. Their professionally trained and highly skilled members are the elite workforces behind the industrial, commercial, and residential projects you see in your state every day. They build lifelong careers that offer life-changing opportunities. Build your future now. Learn more today at carpentersunion.org. That's carpentersunion.org.
The professionals at Plumbers 911 Chicago are ready to answer your call. They'll get your plumbing job done right the first time. Their phones are open 24/7, 1-833-PLUM-911.
Don't miss the final official Blackhawks watch party of the season presented by Bud Light Tuesday night at Woody's Flat on Wells Street. Cheer on the Blackhawks as they take on the Pittsburgh Penguins. Puck drops at 6 p.m., but arrive early. The first 100 fans will receive exclusive giveaways and raffle prizes throughout the night. Come enjoy the game day atmosphere with great food, cold Bud Light, and plenty of fun. Visit Blackhawks.com/watch parties for details. That's Blackhawks.com/watch parties. Meanwhile, here at the United Center, Charlie Meliotis and Troy Murray with you as the Blackhawks are taking a 1-0 lead into the third period, Troy. Frank Nazar, we've been talking about all the breakaway opportunities that he's been getting. He is finally starting to convert on some of those chances.
Yeah, and it you knew it was going to come. And you get frustrated if you're Nazar because you're not getting results, but you're getting those opportunities. So you have to stay positive, knowing that you're getting those chances. His speed so noticeable here now that he's kind of figured out when to use that speed at the right time. And that's something that a guy like Oliver Moore has all kinds of speed. Just got to figure out when he needs to use that, when he needs to just settle down. I thought the first period of his first game, he was just flying around the ice. He had energy, but you can't just keep doing that. You have to have some structure to it. Nazar's figured that out. And now he's trajectorying upward at a really quick rate here. And that's really good to see, because when you get a guy like Nazar who's going to be a huge part of this group moving forward, finding that confidence in early on in his career, it's going to be really good.
The Hawks had a shorthanded rush brewing earlier in the shift. Mikheyev and Foligno, the puck hopped over Foligno's stick. There have been so many times over the last few weeks where we've seen the Blackhawks get an odd man rush on a penalty kill. I mean, their speed that they are able to have on the penalty kill allows them to have those opportunities.
Yeah, really impressive. And they have the guys out there that have speed. You look at Mikheyev, he has got now his 4 shorthanded goals. He had the first 3 of the season. Very noticeable. Taravanev's got good speed. He kills penalties. He's noticeable. You've seen Slaggert out there. You look Nazar. These guys all have speed, so they can back off a lot of these teams. And if these teams aren't paying attention, they're not going to catch those guys if they're behind them. And you really like to see them, make sure that your first and foremost thought is to play well defensively. But when you have those opportunities to take, you got to realize when those opportunities are. And sometimes you just don't have to fire the puck down the ice. You can control it and make plays, and then you get another shorthanded opportunity.
Good break by the Blackhawks, where the Penguins thought they scored the first goal of the game. It was waved off pretty quickly. Blake Lizotte. That was a clear high sticking, high stick, and it got waved off. But fortunate that it went Chicago's way, and it feels like the Hawks got a little bit of momentum from that.
Well, from here, I thought it was a high stick, and the official didn't originally pick it up there. It kind of went through a crowd. But I'm glad that the officials got together and got the right call on that play. And there was no argument from the Penguin side of it. It was just a missed call by the officials, or the referee, but then picked up by the referee crew. So nice job there. And, every time you get a goal like that called back or disallowed, gives you that opportunity to get a little bit of an emotional boost. And maybe that's what kind of spurred them on.
All right, we'll see if the Blackhawks can hang on to this third period lead on the other side of the break. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
Imagine being 3 months pregnant and finding out you have cancer. I'm Robin, and that was my reality. But I trusted my team at Northwestern Medicine, my oncologist, orthopedic surgeon, and high-risk obstetrician, who collaborated to come up with the safest chemotherapy plan. So I didn't have to choose between my life and my baby's.
Anchored by Northwestern Memorial Hospital, nationally ranked for obstetrics and gynecology, cancer, and orthopedics by U.S. News and World Report, Robin's team worked together closely, focusing not only on making Robin better, but on bringing her baby into the world safely. After months of treatments, they performed a C-section, then cancer removal on the same day.
Now there are 2 things we celebrate on Sophia's birthday: her life and mine.
Because what makes us better makes you better. Northwestern Medicine. Learn more at nm.org/better.
College basketball's biggest tournament is here. Bet like a pro. Circa Sports Illinois offers high limits, tight money line splits, and real competitive odds. Sports betting the way it should be. It's easy with the world's largest sportsbook at your fingertips. You can bet on your favorites to win, but maybe there's an upset that will pay out big. Fast deposits, quick payouts, nonstop action. Download the Circa Sports app today. I use it. I love it. You will too. Circa Sports Illinois, sports betting the way it should be.
So one of the things that we underestimated in the furniture industry is decorating around our furniture in our showrooms.
Ben and Arvid from Penny Mustard Furnishings.
Our accessorizing was terrible. And we were just too cheap to spend money on that. And we didn't know what to spend it on when we did. But today, you walk into our rooms. Wow.
Not because of us. That's because of Emily and her team
and
other team members we've had throughout the years.
But I'm proud now to go in our showrooms and see where we were and where we are now as far as making them look really good.
PennyMustard.com.
I still can't decorate.
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask matured Irish whiskey. When it's game time, it's Tully time.
The third period is next.
The third period.
Here for a recap is Charlie Remeliotis.
Back here at the United Center with the Blackhawks and Pittsburgh Penguins are on the ice for the start of the third period. We didn't have a score in this hockey game until 1:05 left in the second period when Frank Nazar scored his first shorthanded goal of his NHL career.
Malkin recovers left wing corner, spins it behind the net. Good play by Nazar to take it away at the point. Nazar got it ahead. Teravainen over the line to Nazar front. Shoot, he scored! The first shorthanded goal of the career of Frank Nazar. 1-0 Hawks.
For every Blackhawks goal, Marquette Bank is donating $80 to a local charity to celebrate 80 years of neighborhood banking and giving back to the community. That is goals in back-to-back games for Frank Nazar and also 4 points in his last 3 games. So he is quietly starting to heat up for the Blackhawks. We are now heading into the third period. Let's finish the game strong. Sponsored by Finishing Chicago. For commercial painting, wall covering, drywall finishing, or glazing contractors, go to finishingchicago.com. John?
Charlie, I got to tell you that goal that I just listened to, the highlight of, felt a sense of relief when I saw the puck go into the Penguin. We finally got a goal to talk about here.
I think Frank felt a sense of relief, too, that he finally was able to convert on one of those breakhanded breakaways.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Charlie.
Thank you, John.
All right. Third period underway. The two captains face off at center ice. Foligno wins this draw to Ilya Mikheyev. He'll drift to the left wing side of center ice and whip the puck through the air down into the glove of Nedeljkovic in the Pittsburgh zone. He'll drop it off. Raquel carries to center ice. Gave it to Crosby over the Hawk line. Down the left wing. Sent it in front of the net. Vlasic deflects it through to the near boards. Foligno's got the puck. Moves up the left wing to center ice and clears the puck lazily down the boards in behind the Penguin net. Get off on a change. Grzelcyk carrying the puck out, drops it off, Penguin line, Raquel to Crosby, center ice. Tried to enter the Hawk zone. Nazar with a timely poke check, knocks the puck down ice into the Penguin zone. Grzelcyk back to get it. Head to Koivunen at center ice to rest over the Hawk line, right point. Spins the puck down to the right wing corner. Vlasic in there creating havoc. Knocked the puck free, goes out toward the left point. Nazar tried to get to it, but he was beaten to the puck by Grzelcyk, who put the puck down the boards. Murphy steers it in front of the net to Vlasic. Head to Nazar. Over the Penguin line on the right wing. Fights off a check and took a slash in the corner. And then he's hit along the end boards by Raquel. A penalty is going to be called here to the Pittsburgh Penguins. And Matt Grzelcyk doesn't like the call.
Well, it's definitely a slash. And again, Nazar just using his speed to get in there. A lot of times he let the power play just kind of set up. And
Pittsburgh 24, minor penalty for
Nazar
slashing.
carries it down into the corner there, stick slashed out of his hand, and then he is drilled into the boards by Raquel. So a little bit of 4-on-4 action here for 9 seconds before the Hawks will head into their Sitko power play. When you start with Sitko, you're good to go. Face off to the right-hand side of Nedeljkovic, the Penguins goaltender. And it'll be the Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric face-off for all the right reasons. Call 866-4 Seasons.
Easy for you to say. Nedeljkovic. If you look at the spelling of his last name, folks, I think he's of Serbian descent. And you want to pronounce his name correctly, you need somebody that was Serbian that understands the language. And I'm not one of those people, so I'm doing the best I can do with the pronunciation, as are all the NHL broadcasters. Hawks have a power play now, back in the Hawk zone. Noel Acciari chasing the puck down behind the net, but beaten to it by the Hawks' Tyler Bertuzzi. He'll take the puck and skate up ice, give it to Bedard at center ice. To Teravainen over the Pens line, left point. Sends it over to the right wing boards. Bedard had fallen down. Puck was underneath him. Skewered out of there by Timmins. Cross the rink to the near side to Acciari, and he'll clear to center ice. Back at the Hawk blue line, Sam Rinzel with a pass ahead. Bertuzzi over the Penguin line, left wing. Now to Rinzel, high slot. Turning away from pressure. Fed the left wing boards. Bedard to Rinzel, high slot again. Over to Teravainen, a one-timer. And that's just wide to the Penguin net. You had Bertuzzi camped on the doorstep. Teravainen again to Bertuzzi beside the net. Redirects one on goal and then jams one on goal after it had been stopped by Nedeljkovic. He stopped them both. And the puck is cleared down ice by Shea. 48 seconds left on the Hawk power play. Sam Rinzel going to lead the rush here, or lead the charge anyway for the Hawks. Steps out from behind the Hawk net. Passing on the left wing, Oliver Moore through center ice and over the Penguin line with speed. More to the corner than in behind the net. Around to the right wing corner. The Nazar, right half board. Solechinoff deep slot, firing a shot, deflects over the net. Shea to the rebound, will hand it up the left wing side to Dewar, and he'll clear the puck all the way down. 20 seconds left on the Hawk power play. Time for one more rush.
Boy, Oliver Moore, you're looking for entries. Just give it a guy who's going 1,000 miles an hour and let him carry it in like he did last time, and he gets the entry on this one as well.
Or down the left wing will snap the shot from the circle right into the pads of Nedeljkovic, who clears the puck away to Lizotte. And he'll spin it all the way down as the Penguins come to full strength. So Hawks 0 for 1 on their power play.
A couple good opportunities. Lefshinoff with a real good one-timer.
Like that speed I see from Oliver Moore.
Oh, he's got speed, no question.
He go. In behind the Hawk net. Koivunen into the puck. Whips it back around to the right wing boards. Connor Timmins in the corner. X of the Maple Leafs. He'll spin it away out to the left point. Shea drives it off the right corner boards, Hawk zone. Malkin went to get it. He was angled off the puck with the shoulder from Kevin Korchinski as the puck cleared by Veleno to center ice. Shea in front of the Penguins bench. Hit by Nick Foligno as he dumps the puck down behind the net. Knight a little unsure of what to do with the puck. Hands it to Korchinski, who slaps it behind the net to the far corner. And Foligno will guide it around behind the net up the near side. Korchinski tried to flip the puck out to center ice. Kept in by Malkin. And then Carlson at the right point played it back over the blue line, back into the Hawk zone, and offside will be the call. We're down to 16:02 left in period number 3. Hawks with a 1-0 lead. Face-off comes out of the Hawk zone to center ice.
Well, Eric Carlson, really good offensive defenseman, but he just seems like it's been a tough fit wherever he goes. Pittsburgh Penguins were expecting some really big things from him. He does put a lot of points on the boards, but he's also minus 24 and not great defensively. And sometimes the effort defensively just isn't where it needs to be.
Draw one by the Pens. Grizzlick firing it down the glass into the Hawk zone. Ends up in the right wing corner. Crosby's got the puck to Carlson along the right side boards. Back to Crosby in the corner. Vlasic all over him. Made him give up the puck to Ryan Donato. Spins it ahead to Mikheyev over the Penguin line left wing. Drop pass to Bedard. Send it over right circle. Donato whips it toward the net. It's off the end of the glove of Nedeljkovic and then up off the glass. Russ clears to the line, but taken away by Donato. To Bedard, top of the left circle. Rims it on goal, and a blocker save is made by Nedeljkovic. Puck cleared away now by Carlson up into the Penguins bench, and so a whistle stops play.
Couple real good chances there from the Hawks. First shot, Nedeljkovic fought it off with his glove side. And then the shot from Bedard on the other side here fights it off with the blocker side. And Hawks getting a couple good looks there. Shots on goal now, 19 apiece.
Draw one by the Hawks. And at the right point, Levshinoff drives a shot that was blocked at the defense. Here's Blake Lizotte back to the Hawks blue line. He goes for a tumble and lost the puck. Oliver Moore's got it to Wyatt Kaiser. Steps into the Penguins' own right point and flings it in on goal. And a 6th save is made by Nedeljkovic. And he'll press the puck to the paint of the crease with his glove and hold it there. We had a whistle and a face-off circle to his left.
That was a real good example of the Hawks standing up at the blue line. Blake Lizotte wanted to find some space to get that puck across there, but you had Blackhawks lined up all the way across and defended it really well, and that ended up into transition heading towards the Penguin side of the ice. Nice job defensively, transitioning into a nice opportunity offensively.
Now Levshinoff hammers a shot from the left point, and a chest save made by Nedeljkovic. Follow-up shot there from Reichel was turned aside. Loose puck in the left wing corner. Levshinoff's got the puck, put it into the deep slot. Kaiser over to Foligno, top of the right circle. As he caught the pass, Kevin Hayes reached in and poke-checked the puck down into the Hawk end. Levshinoff a lead pass to Veleno into the Penguin zone. Drops it off. Reichel left point. The Foligno right circle. Put it toward the net. Kicked out of there by Nedeljkovic. Veleno was at the top of the crease and could not control the rebound. Penguins get the puck back and clear there in. Ryan Graves to center ice will dump the puck into the right wing corner Hawk zone. Pens go for a line change. Korchinski back to center ice. Flings it off the left side boards, down behind the Penguin net. Puck rolls into the far corner. Grizzly taps it back in behind to Letang. He swats it up the right wing side. Here's Yevgeny Malkin crossing the Hawk line. Stopping at the right point. Hands it off behind his back. Koivunen down the right side. Moving to the net will fire. Butterfly save made by Knight. And he'll plop on the rebound with a glove and hold it. And a whistle will stop play. 13:58 remains in period number 3. It's the Hawks 1 and the Penguins no score. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
The Blackhawks, Wildcats, and the NFL play here on AM 720. On smart speakers, say play WGN Chicago. WGN.
Property managers and GCs use FinishingChicago.com's contractors for finishes and protective coatings in the most iconic venues, interior spaces, and essential infrastructure. Our painters apply industry-leading commercial and industrial finishes inside and out, so your biggest assets always put their best square footage forward. FinishingChicago.com has your free list of painting, wall covering, glass systems, drywall finishing, and signage contractors. For a great finish, start with FinishingChicago.com.
Marquette Bank has been helping neighbors, families, and business owners in Chicagoland for 80 years. 80 years is a long time. When you bank with Marquette Bank, you have a partner for your business. Whether you need a small business loan, help with cash management, or help with your personal banking, Marquette Bank is here to support your business. When you bank with Marquette Bank, good things happen for you and your neighborhood. Marquette Bank, love where you bank. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 462926. Labor unions are the backbone of our country. Unions protect members and help them lead healthier lives. That's why United Healthcare provides active and retired labor union members access to quality healthcare benefits. As a trusted resource, the dedicated team will help Taft-Hartley and multi-employer funds find the right combination of health benefits. Visit uhc.com/unions for more information. Quality healthcare coverage for labor unions. Insurance coverage provided by or through United Healthcare Insurance Company of Illinois or their affiliates. Administrative services provided by United Healthcare Services, Inc. or their affiliates.
Hey Hawks fans, this is Nick Foligno. Let's get back to John and Troy on 720 WGN.
Back to the United Center, John Weideman and Troy Murray. We want to recognize the passing of a gentleman who was a friend to all of us. He worked in the media here in the city of Chicago and was just a great guy. Loved the sport of golf. Rory Spears, unfortunately, has left us all too early. And hopefully Rory is up above in the pearly gates, looking down on some Blackhawks hockey here. Rory was just a friend to everybody.
Yeah, he's been around a long time. I've known him for a long time, and what a great man. Unfortunately, as you mentioned, leaving us way too early, but we'll always remember him. Big fan of the golf and covered golf for years.
Oh, yeah.
Here at the United Center, went through some health problems a year ago, but thought everything was okay. Certainly going to miss him around.
I think his greatest passions were Blackhawks hockey and the sport of golf, as you mentioned. So, Rory, rest in peace. We get a whistle for a stoppage and play on an offside called against the Penguins.
Yeah, just a little offside there.
Just a bit offside.
On the 6th in 1975, Chicago earned its 1,200th regular NHL season win with a 3-0 victory with Tony Esposito earning the shutout to give Coach Billy Ray his 500th NHL victory behind the bench this day in Blackhawks history, sponsored by Global Auto Recycling. Get cast for your car or truck today with Global Auto Recycling.
Inside the Hawk zone along the near side boards, Bedard wins a puck battle, spins the puck to center ice. Donato's got it. Back in over the Penguin line, right wing. Tried to cut through Crosby and Timmins. Each reached out and knocked the puck free. Brian Rust the other way into the Hawk zone. Rust in the left circle, snaps it in front of the net for Carlson. It was past his stick. Crosby in behind the net, gave it a Rust right circle, waves at the puck, but it goes by him, and then Donato poke checks it away from Carlson. Rust took it back right point, put it down behind the net. That's taken there and spun over to Rust on the left wing side of the net. He carries down behind the net, tried to jam it into short side. Spencer Knight slams the door there. Rutger McGrody was trying to set him up. Now Donato picks off a pass, hook line. Speeds through center, over the Penguin line, down the slot. He's hooked down to the ice, and no penalty is called. And he falls into the inboards, and he's a little bit injured right now. I don't understand this at all. As the play continues back in the Hawk zone, Levshinoff behind the net. Checked by Achari. Falls down, skewers the puck around the right wing to center ice. Penguins get it back. Ryan Donato is gone to the Hawks bench. Back in the Hawk zone. Levshinoff far corner. Hit, put the puck behind the net. Kaiser rolls off a check. Hands the puck on the left wing side. Kurashev hands it ahead to Levshinoff. He clears to the line, but Moore tried to get to the puck. Heinen spun it back into the Hawk end, and the Hawks are now clear. Now here's Levshinoff. Actually, now Kurashev over the Penguin line. To Slaggert right wing circle. Then to the corner. Spins it back behind the net. Levshinoff deep in the left wing corner. Leaving it there.
He's the right defenseman.
He's in the left wing corner. That's a good place for him, yeah.
Oh, why not?
Brian Graves took the puck away behind the Pens net. To Heinen over the center ice circle. He'll snap it off the left side boards and down behind the Hawk net. Knight's able to stop it there for Levshinoff. Hawks make a line change and regroup.
Things just got crazy there. The breakaway, no penalty called. Pens come back down. They have an opportunity. Big collision. Incidental contact in the neutral zone. Wow.
Here's Letang over the center ice circle for the Pens. Lifts the puck down to the left wing corner Hawk zone. He'll go chase it down and then runs into Korchinski behind the net. Korchinski flings the puck away but not out. Against the right half boards, Malkin's got it. Put the puck to the left point. Grzelcyk, he'll fire. That goes wide. Puck pinballs away. Right circle, Malkin's got it. Tried to send it in front. Deflects over the net instead off the glass. Ricard Raquel left corner. Hands it off to Koivunen left circle. To Malkin left half boards. To Raquel through the high slot. Then to the right circle. Sent it down in front of the net, redirected wide by Malkin, and then Malkin kicks the puck into the goal crease where Spencer Knight will stop it with the stick and cover with the glove. Whistle stopping play, face-off circle to his left, 1-0 Hawks.
Yeah, you can just kind of feel a little bit of a push coming here from the Penguins now. Their energy a little bit higher than the Hawks. They got to pick it up here and defend. And these are the situations that a lot of these young players can learn from. You know, meaningful games, whether you're in the playoffs, whether you're not. This is meaningful right now to the Penguins. They're putting a push on here. The young Blackhawks got to find a way to defend this.
Draw circle to the left of Knight. And Crosby steers to the boards. Rust in the corner, walks out in front, got away backhand. And Vlasic reaching in, is able to poke it free to the corner. And then Vlasic shoulders Crosby off the puck. Took it away a couple times. He falls down, lost the puck back to Crosby right point, put it into the slot. Sam Renzel got his skating away. He takes the puck to Bedard at center ice to McKayev, breaking over the Penguin line, right wing to the net. Shoot, he scored! Olsen Prosta, Ilya Mikheyev snaps it low on the stick side of Nedeljkovic. And the Hawks lead 2-0. With 10:20 left in period number 3. What a beautiful setup by the Hawks. Connor Bedard over the center ice circle to a driving Mikheyev down the right side. Went in front of the net and beats Nedeljkovic with the shot. 2-0 Hawks.
19th of the season. And this is just speed. All about speed. He just flies around the defenseman Connor Timmins. Perfect pass from Bedard in through the neutral zone. But again, it was the defensive effort by Vlasic to shut down Sidney Crosby, keep this play right out by the blue line. They finally turned it over, and Bedard was right there to hit the streaking Mikheyev. Boy, he didn't make any mistakes on that shot. Low to the blocker side with speed coming in. Wow.
Well, in Russia, they would break out vodka, Troy, in a celebration like this. But what do we do?
Well, we're going to break out the Bandito. Celebrate every goal this season with El Bandito Yankee Tequila.
I had to get a little bit of the Russian language in there on that goal call, folks. I hope you'll indulge me. In behind the Pittsburgh net now. Valeno working the puck free around the Murphy right point. Tried to fire toward the net. Blocked out to the line. Kept in by Foligno.
Sam Renzel with his first point in the NHL.
Outstanding. So Renzel has the second assist in behind the Penguin net. Foligno tried to get to the puck. It bounced over his stick. Hayes with a pass up the right side to Dewar. Penguin line. He'll push the puck to center ice. Foligno had it in front of the penalty boxes, but Danton Heinen of the Pens knocks it off his stick and down in the Hawk zone. Wyatt Kaiser darting back to take it in behind the Hawk net. Stops, has a quick look. Then he's chased out by Malkin. Kaiser lead pass, Teravainen to the Penguin line left wing. Snapping one wide to the goal crease. It bounces up the left sideboards. Malkin came along and pokes it behind the Penguin net, picks it up, and he'll skate it out. Moves it ahead now. Koivunen across the Hawk line down the left wing to the corner. Wrapped up and thrown into the inboards by Levshunov. Malkin in on the scene trying to strip the puck out of there and does for a moment. But it tumbles back into the corner. Bertuzzi's got it. Head to Teravainen. Lead pass Nazar with speed over the Penguin line down the right wing to the net. He couldn't get a shot away. Stripped of the puck from behind by Letang. Bertuzzi took it back from the bottom of the left circle. Tried to center. That's picked off by the Pens. Then given back to the Hawks. Bertuzzi behind the net. Carries it around. Drops it to Levshunov. Deep slot. To Bertuzzi in the slot, moving to the net. He'll shoot in the pad save made. Bertuzzi got it back in behind. Spins the puck around to Korchinski, right point. Korchinski put it down to Moore, top of the right circle. Tried to put a pass through the skates of Malkin, who turned his skate sideways to block the puck, then clears to center ice. But Moore's right back into the Penguin zone and fires from the top of the right circle. That goes wide. Puck tumbles around to the near side, taken away by Koivunen, and he'll stick it down into the Hawk zone. Kevin Korchinski back on it behind the net. Approaching 8 minutes left in period number 3. Hawks with a 2-goal lead. Ryan Donato back on there for the Hawks. Breaks into the Penguin zone down the left wing. Fights through a check from Carlson. Drags the puck in front of the net and then lost it in the crease. and Nedeljkovic will plop on it and hold it for the whistle. 7:53 remains in the third. It's the Hawks 2 and the Penguins no score. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
It's Tom Stilling, and you're listening to Blackhawks hockey on WGN Radio.
Hi, it's Lou Manfredini. Chicago's weather changes as often as line changes in a hockey game. Beat Chicago's weather extremes with new fiberglass windows from the Gilkey Window Company. Gilkey is Chicago's only family-owned, direct-to-consumer manufacturer who make, in my opinion, the best fiberglass windows and patio doors, independently verified as one of the most energy-efficient windows in America. For beautiful windows ready for any weather, choose fiberglass or choose vinyl. Just be sure to choose Gilkey. Go to Gilkey.com.
Hi, this is Dave Musial, owner of Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric. Do you have a plumbing emergency? Call Four Seasons. An electrical emergency? Call Four Seasons. A heating or cooling emergency? Call Four Seasons. Same-day hot water tank installation needed? Call Four Seasons. Need a whole home generator? Call Four Seasons. We guarantee same-day installation on all heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical needs. And no extra charge for nights, weekends, or holidays.
For all the right reasons, call 866-4 Seasons.
At Hyundai, peace of mind comes from quality you can count on. That's why Hyundai vehicles offer advanced safety features to help you stay safer on the road, which led to Hyundai having 9 2024 IIHS top safety picks this year. Peace of mind. Visit your nearest Hyundai dealer today. Hyundai, there's joy in every journey.
Right now, get 3.99% APR for 72 months on the Hyundai Tucson. Offers end April 30th. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Hey, Chris Chelios here.
That Blackhawks insurance goal by McKayev, sponsored by GetCoveredIllinois.gov. Find out if you qualify for a special enrollment period through the ACA Marketplace. Just under 8 minutes to go here at the United Center. Good hockey game. Hawks are up 2-0 over the Pittsburgh Penguins.
And the draw in the Penguin zone won by the Pens. Timmins passing up the right wing to center ice. Mike Kaiser took it away, took a hit, but shovels the puck back down behind the Penguin net, and Connor Timmins will wind it up the right wing side. Erik Karlsson, center ice. Rick White pass now for Achari at the Hawk line. Left wing side, put it down behind the net. Knight guides it around to the near corner to Kaiser. Can't clear the zone. Karlsson, right point, moves into the high slot and fires. That misses the net, hits the end boards. A follow-up shot there off the stick of Kapanen was turned aside as well. Then the puck cleared to center ice by Levshunov. Down to the Penguin blue line. Connor Timmins has the puck. Moving it ahead now. Kapanen, the Hawk blue line. He'll spin it down in behind, actually to the near corner in the Hawk zone. Puck never got that far. Levshunov with a very cool and collected behind the back pass to McKayev center ice. Back to Kaiser, then over to Levshunov, front of the benches. He'll poke it ahead to Bedard, who sticks the puck down in behind the Penguin net. And Grizzly back to take it there. But a pass up the left wing for Crosby. This deflects off his stick right in front of the Penguin bench, and the puck ends up in the bench. Whistle stops play in the faceoff just outside the Penguin line. 2-0 Hawks.
You know, Matt Grzelcyk for the Pittsburgh Penguins, I had a lot of time for him. I think he's a really good hockey player. He's not a big guy, but boy, he competes. 5'10", 180 pounds, small defenseman. But he's not one of these guys that is, drives the offense like a Quinn Hughes. For the Vancouver Canucks. He's just a small, feisty guy, and I believe his contract is up from the Penguins. I'm trying to keep him around.
Yeah. His dad used to work at TD Garden in, I think, maintenance for a number of years, and that's kind of how Matt got into the game. Here's Donato back into the Penguin zone, left wing side, tried to flip it in front, picked off by Letang of the Pens to McGroarty at the Penguin line on the right wing, and he'll spin the puck down ice into the Hawk zone. Pens go for a line change. Sam Renzel passing left wing to center ice now to Bedard, and icing's going to be called here against the Hawks.
Didn't Bedard touch that puck? I thought he did.
I thought he did over the center ice red stripe, too.
Yeah, I mean, that actually I thought was a great pass from Renzel. It was right on target. Yeah, he might have missed it, but this was a real good pass from Sam Renzel. And you talk about that first pass out of the zone, so important to create offensive opportunities. If you're fumbling it around or if it's not a good pass, tape to tape, slows the game down there. I think the guys that the Blackhawks have on the back end right now, these young guys have a ton of skill to make those plays.
All right, Donato along the near board tried to clear the puck out. Taken away by Shea at the right point. Moving it down to the right wing corner. Alex Vlasic reaching in, works it free, but taken away by Malkin, who hands it right to Donato by mistake, and he spikes the puck off the boards into the Penguin zone. And Ryan Graves took the puck away and did a little turn and fell down, lost the puck, but then got it back. Penguins clear their end. Malkin into the Hawk zone, down the right wing side. Drop past Raquel. Fire. Kick save made by Knight with the right pad. Bertuzzi back through center ice over the Penguin line. Right point. Drops it off to Teravainen. And now a whistle and a penalty coming up here against the Hawks.
I think it's Gunnar Bertuzzi. He did a little drop pass to Teravainen, but then clipped up the Penguins player who was going in to support that play.
Malkin. Slow to get up, holding his hand. All right, Penguin power play when we return with 5:40 left on the clock for the third. Hawks lead 2-0. Can they close the deal and win their first home game in a little while? Find out right after we take this break. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Cold weather and hockey season go together hand in hand, but your home isn't a hockey rink, and you want it to be the perfect temperature no matter the season. With Mitsubishi electric heating and air conditioning mini split systems, you get the ultimate comfort and efficiency every time, even in those difficult to heat places in your home. Their units are designed to deliver consistent comfort where you need it most. Check out Mitsubishi electric heating and cooling mini split systems today at getacomfyhome.com.
For decades, Chicagoland has trusted one name to keep their cars looking great, Mako. And now, for a limited time, get 30% off paint to make your ride shine like new. Need financing? No problem. 0% for 12 months available. See store for details. So call, stop in, or log on to Mako.com. That's MAACO to find a location near you. Mako, America's body shop. Better get Mako.
At the Midwestern University Multi-Specialty Clinic in Downers Grove, they take the time to get to know you. Located just off I-355 and Butterfield Road, student and faculty providers offer caring, unrushed, and thorough healthcare. Experience the Midwestern difference for family medicine, vision and dental care, physical and speech therapy, and so much more. Visit MWUclinics.com or call 630-743-4500 to learn more. The Midwestern University Clinics, your family's home for healthcare.
It's Tom Stilling, back to Blackhawks hockey right here on WGN Radio. Here are the boys.
Well, Who's Hot, Who's Cold, sponsored by Plumbers 911 Chicago, where they do it right the first time. Just going to talk about the St. Louis Blues. My goodness, what a run they are. Yep. They are on right now. A franchise record, 12 straight wins that put them solidly into the playoffs in the Western Conference. Who's Hot, Who's Cold, sponsored by Plumbers 911 Chicago. The Penguins on a power play, their third power play opportunity, and they're -1 in that category as the Blackhawks have a shorty from Frank Nazar.
Now the puck cleared away by Vlasic, but not out of the zone. Held in by the Penguins. At the line, Carlson put it down to the right wing half boards. Koivunen out in front. Raquel shoots and scores. Koivunen down to Russ, bottom of the circle. Put it up the slot to Raquel, and he snaps it past Spencer Knight. It's a power play goal, and the Penguins are back in it now. 5:24 left in the third. 2-1 Hawks, and this is going to get interesting.
Yeah, this play just happened so quickly that there was nothing that Spencer Knight could do. Down low, bumper play into the slot. Raquel just hammers this one past Spencer Knight. That's just a tough area to cover. Well executed, though, by the Penguins.
For Raquel, that's his 34th goal on the season. He's second in scoring on the Pens. It's also his 8th on the power play. The goal at 14:36 of period number 3.
That ties his career high as well with Anaheim back in 17-18. So now we got us a game here with 5:24 to go. 2-1 Hawks.
Been a while since we've been able to say the Hawks have scored an empty net goal. We'll find out if today's the day. Tonight's the night. In behind the Penguin net. Grzelcyk wheeling out of there, being chased by Donato to center ice. Pokes the puck ahead, Rust. He'll tip it into the Hawk zone. Rinzel in the near corner, fighting off a check from Crosby. Puck's in his skates. Puck poked away now to Rust. The right point now, Grzelcyk. Long snapshot deflects up into the protective netting. Whistle stopping play with 4:56 left on the clock. Faceoff will stay in the Hawk zone. This will be in the circle, I believe, tonight's left. And this is where I think this might be a good test for some of the young Hawk players. A little bit of pressure here late in the season.
Yeah, that's what I was
right?
saying. I mean, this is a good opportunity for with nothing on the playoffs as far as, positioning or an opportunity to get in. But this is a learning lesson for the Blackhawks, how to close out a game with all these young guys against a veteran team like the Pittsburgh Penguins. You know that the Penguins are going to come on with a strong push here.
Malkin back on there for Pittsburgh. Looked like he'd hurt his hand in that last sequence where the penalty was drawn. Now Koivunen coughed up the puck in front of the Hawk net. Korchinski there will carry behind. Snaps it around at the left wing to Veleno in his 300th game. He clears to the Penguin blue line to Foligno. Back to Veleno. Back to Foligno over the Penguin line, left point. Sends it down to the corner. Joe Veleno is there. Veleno working free from Malkin. Spins it up the boards. Korchinski left point to Murphy. Deep slot fires. And a stick save made by Nedeljkovic. Korchinski left point. Snapping it down the glass behind the net. Rolls up the far side near the right point. Nick Foligno there at the end of his shift will slap it back down in behind the Penguin net. Eric Carlson has it there. Approaching 4 minutes left in the third. 2-1 Hawks. Carlson passing up the right side at center ice. Hayes has the puck over the Hawk blue line. And then he tried to do a little spinorama. His skates became entangled with those of Wyatt Kaiser. Hayes went down, lost the puck. The Hawks are back 3-on-2 the other way. Nazar over the Pittsburgh line. Levshunov right circle to Nazar. Put it in front of the net. Levshunov can't corral the bouncing puck. And here are the Pens the other way. Hayes scoops it off the boards down to the Hawk blue line. Wyatt Kaiser waiting for the puck to hit the ice. Took it away. Over to Levshunov along the right boards to Bertuzzi, center ice on the right wing. Puck bounces free, and Teravainen will swat it down ice beside the Hawk net. Knight stopping it there for Artyom Levshunov. We'll take the puck and do a couple spins with it in front of the net.
Yeah, that last rush up the ice where the Hawks had a lot of touches involved, but too many passes. I think they had a couple chances to shoot the puck, and they overpassed it.
Grizzlick took it away. Penguins line. Head to McGroarty into the Hawk zone. Left circle. He had the puck poke checked away. Ilya Mikheyev will take it back for the Hawks. Spins it behind the net, near corner. Alex Vlasic to Connor Bedard over the center ice circle, then over the Penguin line. Bedard, top of the left circle. He was backing up to fire a shot, lost the handle of the puck. Russ put it to center ice, taken away by the Hawks. Bedard back into the Penguin zone, left circle, shoots, kick save made by Nedeljkovic. And the puck lays at his feet, but pushed out of there by Letang to the near boards. Crosby's got it with 2:40 left on the clock. Dropping the puck between the circles, Penguin zone. Matt Grizzlick there now in front of his net with it. Grizzlick outlets now. Koivunen, center ice. Passing on the left wing. Connor Dewar over the Hawk line. Snaps it in on goal. Kick save made by Knight. Nick Foligno to the puck along the right boards, Hawk zone. Will skate it up the right wing side. Clear a bouncing puck into the Penguin zone. Nedeljkovic played it to negate the icing. Put it behind his net to the near corner to Timmins. He'll pass to center ice. Taken away by Foligno, who's accosted at the Penguin blue line, but then it just to sweep the puck into the Penguin zone. Pens clear there in. Raquel to center ice to Timmins, Hawk blue line. Reaching out with Slaggert to poke check the puck back into the Penguin zone. We're under 2 minutes left in period number 3.
Yeah, you got to think that Nedeljkovic is going to work his way over the bench. There he goes now.
There he goes, Raquel into the Hawk zone, down the left wing side to the corner. Backhands the puck behind the net around the right wing boards. Crosby sets up the right point. Carlson whips it down behind the net, left wing corner. McGroarty put it back in behind. Crosby along the right side boards to Carlson, right point. Slap pass down to the right wing corner. Eludes Kaiser. McGroarty's got it behind the net. Put it in front for Russ. Backhand shot. Spencer Knight got down in the butterfly position. Spread his pads and kicked it away. Puck held in at the line. Carlson sends it bottom of the left circle. Rust. He'll hold it there. Rust then sends it back out to the line. And a diving play by Bertuzzi to knock the puck off Carlson's stick and down into the Penguin zone. 1:10 left on the clock. Carlson passing to Malkin over the Hawk line, right point. Gave it to Crosby. Turned the puck over to Joe Veleno. Penguin net empty at the far end of the ice. Veleno to Foligno, right wing at center ice. Then Mikheyev over the Penguin line with an empty net. He shoots. He scores! Empty net goal for Ilya Mikheyev. It's the Hawks 3 and the Penguins 1. A great effort by the Blackhawks this whole game to outwork the Penguins and outscore them. With 55 seconds left in regulation, the Hawks look like they're going to take their 22nd win on the season.
20 goals on the season for Mikheyev. Great effort by Bertuzzi. Foligno ends up muscling over to an open wing where the speed of Mikheyev goes in, and he just taps it into the wide open net. Blackhawks up by 2. Time to break out the Bandito. With that goal, it is time to break out the Bandito. Celebrate every goal of the season with El Bandito, Yankee Tequila. Boy, what an effort defensively by the guys on the ice after a big save by Spencer Knight on Rust.
Now back in the Penguin zone as we rejoin the play. Ryan Shea to the puck. He'll stick it off the glass down to the Hawk blue line. Vlasic backing up, takes it there. Whips it over to Sam Renzel on the right wing at center ice in front of the benches. And he'll clear the puck down into the Pittsburgh zone to the far corner. Ryan Graves there for Pitt. Passing up the left wing side. Kapanen will stick it back across the rink. Shea then back over to Graves. Into the Hawk zone to Dewar. A long shot from the left point. His glove off the ice by Spencer Knight. He'll hold on to it there. 3-1 Hawks with 17 seconds left in the game.
That Blackhawks insurance goal scored by Mikheyev. Sponsored by GetCoveredIllinois.com. Find out if you qualify for a special enrollment period through the ACA Marketplace. Blackhawks get one last line change out there, and it is sponsored by Gilkey Windows, the best line of fiberglass windows and doors. I agree with you, John. What an effort here this evening against the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Well, they were certainly out-experienced by this Pittsburgh team, but they weren't outplayed, and they weren't outworked. Good effort by the Hawks. Nazar now breaks back into the Penguin zone with 3 and fires. Nedeljkovic makes the glove save, and there's the horn ending the hockey game. It's been a while since I've been able to say, Hawks win! Hawks win! They beat Pittsburgh here today, 3-1. And the boys are off the bench to skate down and surround Spencer Knight, who had an outstanding game in goal, stopping all but one shot by the Penguins. And Joe Veleno in his 300th game, he's going to remember this one for sure. Good effort by the Hawks.
He picked up the secondary assist on that empty net goal. This Blackhawks win is sponsored by Circa Sports Illinois. Download your new bookie today at circasports.com. Well, for the Blackhawks, boy, what a great effort here. It's a Pittsburgh Penguins team, and I agree with you. They were out-experienced, that's for sure.
No question.
But I love what I'm seeing from these young guys with the speed, and it was very noticeable in this game. Very noticeable, the speed of the young players that the Blackhawks infused into this lineup. Very impressive.
We could go on and on. I mean, we could talk ad nauseum about these young guys and what they're contributing. I mean, we talked about Oliver Moore's speed. Sam Renzel has been very steady on the blue line. He's not showing any rookie jitters. You know, Levshunov and the youngsters are all making their case to stick around as Blackhawk players. Let's get our 3 stars.
3 stars of the game. From